started streaming. I have started streaming, so in theory, this should appear on YouTube any second. Oh, something's happening. Okay, good. I think that's working. So, has it appeared? It has appeared. Okay, great. It has appeared. Now I need to set it live. Okay, all of that stuff's working. Actually, no. I need to do the pin. So I go back. Mythosology on Kickstarter here. Before it finishes. I don't know. No, we'll keep it short. We don't need to say before it finishes. People will probably work out that if they're going to back it, they should back it while it's there. Now I click pin. Okay, message pinned. Apparently that's all that does. Now I go to edit. If you're watching this, it's because you arrived at the stream and started at the beginning. And presumably, that is, this is how I talk. This is how I talk. I talk through everything I'm doing out loud. Okay, so I hit public. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hit unlisted. I'm going to hit unlisted first. Then I'm going to hit save. How do I get the freaking stream link to share? This is why we went unlisted, you see. Show less. Okay. Visibility unlisted. Customization. Yeah, anyone can chat. That's fine. Okay, details. Oh my goodness, we're supposed to start right now. Okay, it'll be fine. Let me just go to the D&D Shorts YouTube channel. Just do it the old-fashioned way. If I go on live, will it show an unlisted? Obviously, it won't show an unlisted. There's got to be a way to grab the live stream, right? The live stream link. Oh, stream URL. That's got to be it, right? Copy. Paste. Is this it? Paste. Nope. Stream URL is not it, apparently. Well designed. Stream URL. I think stream URL is actually something different. Stream is healthy. Okay. Is there a way to do here? Moderation. Nope. Pull out chat. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go live. I love that it's like you try and work it out until you get bored and then you're like, screw it. Just start clicking buttons. Okay. So this should now be publicly live in theory. So people might start arriving anytime soon. I hope YouTube notifies people of this. So if I go to the D&D Shorts YouTube channel, does it give a live stream? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. And now I can grab this. I just click share here. Boom. Done. Okay. Copy. Now I need to put it on Discord and put it on Instagram. Okay, so goodbye live stream. Yep, okay, that's going to be a thing. We are now live for the goodbye stream. Come say hi if you can. I will link that. Okay. Boom. And then I will add a... Actually, that'll be fine, right? Yeah, okay. Send now. That's my goodbye live stream. Remove all embeds. Let's just add the thing. Downloads. I'll just add the goodbye live stream. Just add the thumbnail. Boom. Done. Okay, that seems to be working. Now, I cannot see chat yet. So in theory, people... Yes! Okay, people are showing up. Amazing. Okay, it's working. Hey, everybody. I'm just chatting to myself until that point. Can you hear me? Is everything audible right now? It is, yes. It's a see you later. We'll talk about that. I suppose I should say that right at the beginning because people will probably come to this live stream afterwards wanting information, and they've just watched me ramble through 2 minutes. I am going away until Mythosology, everything I'm writing for Mythosology is done pending feedback. And the great news is it's 80% written, or maybe like 75% written. So the stuff I've got to write is all of the little things, and the little things take the longest. It's all the tiny little bits of lore. It's patching up abilities that are just drafted. It's like extra feats. It's tying things together. You know, you've got the mechanics all written down. Maybe for the mechs, for example, I've got all the mech book written in terms of like the how to do mech combats. But then you need to go in and make your like 50 vehicles, right, for people to actually play with in the book. So that is what I should have checked. Man, I definitely should have checked that. Oh, wow, Pointy Hat's here. Hey, bro. Hey. Why am I trying to type? Pointy Hat, everybody. A small YouTuber, small indie YouTuber crashes godlike stream. Clout chasing. Pointy Hat's awesome. I'm sure everyone here knows that. Go subscribe to Pointy Hat. What happens if you remove... Nothing happens. Maybe everyone gets blinded if I remove the beanie a little bit. Because I've got a light pointing right here. But I'm a bit cold. Antonio did 2 ads for Mythosology. Absolutely killed it. Definitely the GOAT in terms of YouTubing right now, I think. Everyone loves Pointy Hat. I never heard a bad word. Like, everyone's got their favorite channels, but nobody's doesn't like Pointy Hat that I've ever met. But yeah, we're here to hang out. Just kind of chill, say goodbye. I made a list of things. Oh, wait, let me first of all. Okay, let's check the volume. Can you guys hear that? And if you can, is that too loud? Yeah, me and Pointy Hat, we did we were hanging out at Gen Con, and we did a live stream together, not a live stream, a live game together at PAX U last year. That was amazing. Let me know if this background music is too loud. I've never done this before. I've never done this lo-fi beats to study, relax to, but I've seen it a lot, so it's nice. Volume is a little low in general. Okay. Okay, so that's as loud as it can be. So let's just do that. Is that better, volume-wise? That should be, in theory, louder. Significantly so. Thank you for advising me on that. Is that better? Okay, cool. So we'll leave the microphone quite aggressively turned up. I guess it doesn't matter if I peak on a random thing, does it? Louder. Yeah, okay, great. Let me know if the background hip-hop lo-fi beats to study relax to. Your louder can just about hear music. Yeah, okay. Very funny, Antonio. So the thing is, I think there is a delay of about 15 seconds. So if I don't respond to you immediately, it's because I'm ahead in time. Oh, thanks so much for the donation, Chris. For $5 Aussie. I was out there in Australia for a year as part of my undergraduate degree. I absolutely loved it. They just sent me to Australia to play the drums for a year. It was absolutely amazing. I was in Sydney the whole time, to be fair. So I wouldn't want to say I've been to Australia, because that's like saying you've been to England when you've just been to London, which is a crazy thing to say. Come to Croatia for Isle of Wonder. I mean, I hitchhiked to Croatia when I was 18. It was absolutely amazing. I would not do it now. Seems crazy to do it now. The risks you take as a child. It's like, but me and a friend were like, yeah, we're hitchhiking to Zagreb from Birmingham, which was really fun. Wow, Binary Kitten, thanks so much for the gift memberships. I should say, everybody, I really appreciate any kind of donations. Do note, I'm sure all of you know this, half of all the YouTube ad revenue goes to charity, and YouTube takes 30% of every donation. So there are probably better ways to support the channel or support charity than giving a donation. It is really appreciated, but bear in mind that YouTube's taking 30% of that, and then half of that's going to charity. You're probably better off just giving the donation to charity. Honestly, I do really appreciate it though. It's amazing. It's really kind. But if you feel motivated to give, the best thing to do is grab an awesome charity that you love and drop them $10. I think that's by far the best thing. Yes, we haven't really talked about this yet, but yeah, we had a stretch goal. Okay, so let's break it down. We have one stretch goal remaining on the entire of the Mythosology project. We'll talk about that soon. It is Dog Explosion. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This was a last-minute addition that I was hoping for, but basically the idea is that we're adding... Well, I'm going to write 3 more Inukin subspecies. So we're just going to double the amount of dogs in the books. At the moment, the Inukin are only in Heliana's Forgotten Monsters, but they'll be added to Forbidden Myths as well, with 3 different subspecies. So there'll be 6 subspecies for the Inukin, because everyone's loved them, and I love them too. So, and the Inukin is such a beautiful species. It's such a cool species. What is that? I sell cabbages. Nice. Today is payday, so I was waiting today to get it. That's so amazing. Thanks so much for the support. Happy to have some time to jump in now. Thanks for all your hard work. Honestly, I really appreciate that, but being a YouTuber is not that much hard work. It takes up a lot of your time, but the way I see it, if you make your own hours, doesn't matter how long those hours are, you're free. You're truly free. And being truly free can never get tiring. I love it. I'm not going away from D&D. I'm just going away from YouTube for 8 weeks, Jason. But yes, I don't know if we'll reach this 4.3 million. It's going to be unbelievably close. What are we on right now? We need $70,000 in less than 3 hours. So I think we've been going about $20,000 an hour the last few hours. So it's going to have to either pick up the pace or we'll just miss it. But that's amazing. Oh, Willowwares is here. Yo, Willowwares. Oh my gosh, everyone's here. Willowwares is one of my favorite YouTubers alongside Pony Hat in terms of just the content I watch. I've got a friend who just moved to York who I keep trying to get to watch Willowwares because they remind me of Willowwares so much, and it's really funny. As like they say, I'm like, yo, you sound like a YouTuber I know, and they're like, meh, 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 meh. But you know, I don't know if they will. But go subscribe to Willowwares, everybody, if you haven't. Willowwares. I'll link the channels. Let's grab Pointy Hat's channel too. Willowwares. Willowwares. Subscribe. There we go. Go give... Well, I mean, Actually, I'm going to say... Don't subscribe, actually. Don't subscribe. Because that's how you kill channels, right? I just remembered that's the advice. Go and watch. Go and watch, and then if you like it, subscribe. I think if you just tell people on YouTube to subscribe, but they don't actually watch, it actually destroys it on the algorithm. So I've heard. Oh, wow. Cameron D with the $10 super chat. Hey, Will, congratulations on the massive success of Mythosology. Thank you for all the great content you've given us, for introducing me to so many cool TTRPG projects on Kickstarter. Hey, Cameron, thanks so much. Honestly, it's my joy. I love the idea that people will come to Kickstarter for the first time. I'm always saying this. A big Kickstarter is great for everybody because it pushes more people to the platform. So just before Ryoko's Guide 1 went live, there was a Kickstarter called Obujima, which did... I think it was very close to the biggest of all time. It might not have been literally the biggest, but it was like second biggest. It might have been just behind Steinhardt's Guide. And they did 2.6 million. And it was amazing for us because all those people who came from never being on Kickstarter before, they came for Obujima and they were like, wow, this is awesome. And then Ryoko's Guide comes out, bam. That massive audience now sees your project. So it's amazing. And then just after Ryoko's Guide was wrapping up, Legends of Avantris put out Crooked Moon, and we were able to literally show Crooked Moon to the entire of the Ryoko's audience, and Crooked Moon went even bigger than Ryoko's. So Ryoko's was the biggest Kickstarter ever in terms of funds raised, and then Crooked Moon became the biggest Kickstarter ever in terms of funds raised. And now Mythosology is the biggest Kickstarter ever in terms of fund raised by over $200,000 right now. And you know, this is going to be a huge year for Kickstarters. We've got Legends of Avantris. We'll talk about that later, I think, because that's actually a really interesting topic. What they're doing and how big... people are not appreciating how big Legends of Avantris are these days. Legends of Avantris are bigger than Critical Role if you came to D&D within the last 2 years. Critical Role are massive, obviously, in terms of their Amazon TV show and their impact. But if you arrived on the D&D scene in the last 2 years, Critical Role are just... they're streamers with Brennan Lee Mulligan. You know what I mean? Whereas Legends of Avantris, you're seeing their shorts everywhere, right? So they are genuinely bigger. Yes, the Konamin from Mythosology are going to be awesome. I need to do better. So I'm not a good streamer because I'm not reading chat enough. The dual core tier, does that include a plushie? Let me check. I'm pretty sure the dual core includes one. Oh, right, yes, sorry. If you pledge to the dual core tier, you get your choice of one of the plushies. But you'll make that choice when you put in your shipping information. You don't make that choice right now. You back now. You don't pay anything yet. Maybe you do get charged. Actually, I can't remember. But you don't put in your shipping information just yet. You put in your shipping information at the end, like when the campaign's finished. And that's also when you say, I want this plushie, or I want, this set of dice if there's a choice of dice, that kind of thing. So yeah, don't worry if you backed something and you didn't get the plushies just yet. That's how it works. Landis says, can I ask why you decided for the dual core to not have the companion and mech book? It was definitely in consideration. It was probably the biggest thing we tried to sort out. The reason why, and honestly, this was my mistake, 100% my mistake, is I underestimated how many people would be really into the mech manual. I thought the mech manual was going to be really niche. It was something that I wanted to do ever since the first Ryoko's. It's something that we'd spoken about a bunch of times. I had a bunch of really cool ideas. So it's kind of a passion project, right? I really wanted to do it. It's really amazing. But I thought most people would be like, No, never in my D&D game will I have any kind of technology. I thought people were going to be way more anti having any kind of robot, even though it's just any vehicles. It works for any vehicles, so you can have any kind of, I say in the book, the Trojan horse would be a mech, would be considered a mech by our definition. So there's stories that go back thousands of years with mechs in them. So it doesn't have to be a futuristic thing. But I thought more people would be really aggressively anti that. They'd be like, never in my game would I ever have a mech. Or a robot or something. So I thought it would dissuade people from getting the dual book tier. As it turns out, people really want the mech manual. So honestly, it probably should have gone in the dual core tier. If I was like doing it all over again, I probably would swap it out and maybe take the plushies out or maybe take the board game out and put the board game later. I don't know. But that's why. That's why. Long-winded explanation. Oh, wow, Zendrist. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much. And thanks so much for being a member, too. That's really amazing. I really appreciate that. The memberships are so important. Hey, Smood's here. Hey, Smood. Smood's on the team. Smood's part of it. Have I missed a bunch of super chats? I'm so sorry. No, I haven't. Good. Okay. Hey, thanks so much. I like music class. I like music class. Nice. I thought that said I like multi-class. I'm so D&D brain rotted. That's so funny. Will you / Loot Tavern be adding Ryoko stuff to D&D Beyond once they revamp the back end? I have no idea. That is absolutely nothing to do with me at all. I hope so, because I think a lot of people on D&D Beyond would like it, but it's really not for me to comment on. I genuinely don't know. The only thing I know for sure, I've said this a bunch of times, so I'm sure this is fine to say, is that when I worked out my finances, I did not account for any D&D Beyond integration or anything like that ever. So if we do go on D&D Beyond, 100% of my cut from any book that ever goes on D&D Beyond will go to charity. So I hope they do for that reason as well, because I think it would be great for charity. But it's not, by the way, I should probably say, it's not too late to grab Mythosology if you want. Looks like we need another 67,000 in 2 hours, 45 minutes. It's going to be really, really close. Yes, yeah, if you want to contact D&D Beyond, there is an FAQ here. If you go on the page, you go to the FAQ and you scroll down, you can go here, and if you use this exact line, Mythosology Kickstarter by Loot Tavern to be considered for ingestion, using this link, I gather that's the best way to ask. Because if everyone goes on and they say, oh, I would like Ryoko's Forbidden Myths, or I would like Heliana's Forgotten Monsters, it'll kind of confuse the issue. If you just say Mythosology by Loot Tavern, can you consider it for ingestion? That's probably our best shot. Hey, thank you so much. I don't know if I can say this. A0 AOBKOA. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for supporting for so long. How much do you think of the money will go to charity? 100%. If it goes on D&D Beyond, 100% of my cut would go to charity. Literally. Have you announced the surprise FNAF expansion for Mythosology yet? No, that comes later. That comes at 400. That comes when we get 4,300,000 is the FNAF add-on. Pointy, if you're around later and you want to hop on, maybe in like an hour or so, we can call on Discord if you want to hang out. Same with Willowwares if you're here. Still. We've talked... Bearded Ghost Gaming. Hey, Will. We've talked on Discord before. Loving how this Kickstarter's gone. Can't wait to see... Yeah, I can't wait to show what's inside, man. There's so much cool stuff that we haven't shown off yet. Like, there's so many subclasses which we haven't revealed. It's going to be amazing. But it'll be really fun. Yeah, we've got the Markiplier... what's the word? Antonio's asking about Markiplier. We've got a few Markiplier stat blocks. We try and make a Markiplier stat block for every single tier of play. So you can fight Markiplier if your party's level 5. You can fight Markiplier if your party's level 10. But then I was like, let's just put one for every level. So there's a Markiplier of every CR up to CR 30 and beyond, obviously. But yeah. Honestly, I'm just grateful, really grateful just to be here today because it's nice to be able to hang out with you guys while we finish this up. This is the last thing to do. It's actually very relaxing. He says, I've just realized I've forgotten to do an Instagram post. I need to tell the people of Instagram that we're here. Otherwise, what's even the point? Poor Instagram. If you guys think I've been promoting, what's the word here? If you think I've been pushing it hard on YouTube, I've been hammering Instagram. I actually feel the thing is, like, with sort of ads the way they are these days, I feel like so much of it comes down to you just got to get it out there yourself. You can't count on random, like, meta advertising or stuff like that anymore. You just got to hammer it. So let me just get this link and sort this live stream out real quick. Share. Copy link. And I know it's really early for so many people in America. If you're up right now, mad respect. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, you're right. CR30 Markiplier would not have forgotten to make an Instagram post. But to be fair, my whole life has been one long adjustment to, like, failure. So, I've done well. Should I just take a selfie and just put the selfie as the thing? You know what? I'll take a picture of the stream. That's so freaking clever. That's so smart. Wait, no, that's a selfie. Flip. Whoa. Oh, wait, does that show that... it's bad to show the stream key, right? I'll just make sure it doesn't show the stream key. Okay, smile. Okay, got him. Got him. Okay, now I add the link. We are live. Link. Live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Fire, 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 fire. Woo. Woo. Okay. Done. I am doing this as an OBS thing, yes. Yes, oh yes, sorry. After all that talking about the Mech book, yeah, it's in the best way to get the books is the Octobook tier. If you only care about the books, you don't care about the dice, you don't care about the like any of the board game, the GM screen, you don't care about anything, you just want the books, the Octobook tier is probably the best tier. But you can see all of the tiers here. It's taking its time. Every time Kickstarter loads, I have a mini panic attack, remembering that we crashed it at the start of the campaign, which is absolutely horrifying to think about. But like, yeah, if it crashes at the end, that's horrific. Crashing at the beginning was kind of funny. It was still very nerve-wracking. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. Just after 12 noon in NYC. I'd love to go to New York. It seems like such a cool city. Maybe not right now, but like in a few years, hopefully. I mean, I'm not doing anything right now. My right now is sitting at this desk writing and reading. Because if you want to be a good writer, you've got to read, which is good. So it's an excuse to clear out like 3 hours a day for reading. And then I go and write like 500 words. And I'm like, yes, I absorbed all of the good writers' information and their style. And now I can kind of write like something that's not too terrible. Of course, we will be at Gen Con this year. I think almost everyone's going to be. Like, the people in this chat, I know Antonio and I know Willowwares are going to be there. I'll be there too. Jeannie's going to be there. We're all going to be there. Assuming nothing crazy happens. I mean, a piano could fall on my head, right? I don't want to lie to you guys. I'll say that if I'm alive, I will be at Gen Con. What percentage complete is the maker? Alpha, beta. Well, I'd say everything's in alpha right now. I'd say the beta officially starts when the playtest starts in about a month and a half. I think we're hoping for a month. I think it goes out, or like content starts going out in a month and a half for people who've backed in June, basically. Because your order needs to clear on BackerKit first, and that takes a while. And that's nothing to do with us. That's just how it all works. Yeah, I'd say everything's in alpha, but yeah, it's all coming along well, like I say. Obviously, the stretch goals. Let's take another look at the stretch goals. Stretch goals are not written yet. None of these are written. Any of the new stretch goals. These are just tokens. This is all fine. Slipcase is fine. So these maker subclasses, the Delicatessen and the Myografter, not written at all. But, like, you know, subclasses don't take that long. The Wildstalker Gunner, that might be written because that's nothing to do with me. That's Maru who's handling the Wildstalker. Looks awesome. Disciple of Ascension, I know what I'm doing for that one, but it's not written yet. It's going to be an element bender that's all about the sort of the primordial forces of nature, which are in the stars, right? It's about the heat of the sun and the frozen ice at the heart of sort of like a lonely planet just drifting in space. Like, isn't that the most purest form of elemental energy? They're not pulling from the ground. They're pulling from the stars in terms of harnessing that incredibly powerful elemental force. They're going to be amazing. Will I be at MCM this year? I don't know what MCM is, so probably no. Wait, is that the Comic-Con? Maybe. If someone invites me down again, I would love to go. Moondragon says, now you got to go to Gen Con, huh? Well, I think Gen Con is pretty fun, but, you know, only go to the conventions that you want to go to. You know what I mean? Like, they're pretty chaotic. I think MCM is the London Comic-Con. I got invited to there's like a D&D fan expo in London this year that Critical Role are part of. I'm going to that too. I got invited to that, which will be fun. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. How come you chose to take certain monsters from Monster Hunter, like Brachydios, and put them into this beautiful project? Okay, so that is more on the Helliana side. Helliana... I don't want to say it's it's inspired by Monster Hunter. I think that's fair to say. It's definitely along that Monster Hunter vibe. And you can definitely see, I mean, so Brachydios isn't in the book, right? It's not like we're doing Monster Hunter in D&D. But creatures inspired by Monster Hunter. Where is that? Where's the Punchy Beholder? I'm sure he's on here somewhere. So this is most of the stat blocks I'm working on, or I'm working on with Crimza or the other guys, are from the Ryoko side. So I'm making these. I'm not making the Brachydios stat blocks. Where is he? I know he's around here somewhere. Where is he? Oh, he's in the... I know where he is. He's in the free playtest materials. So, Brachydios, this Beholder is inspired in part by Brachydios from Monster Hunter, right? For the Helliana's book. So... we're not making literally that creature, but you take a little bit of visual, like, inspiration, literally inspiration and references. And I think that's one of my favorite parts of Ryoko's as well, is working with Shinoya Frank, who is a genius and an expert at these kind of things, who has also worked directly on, like, Naruto and Pokemon. So, although Yo is a mythologist and a historian, he is also... he's worked on popular culture, so he's not afraid to, or like the whole project is not afraid to take from contemporary things as well. I think that's really important. I think a lot of the times we restrict ourselves by sort of fetishizing ancient history and saying like, oh, everything before the 1800s is really cool and interesting and like, whoa, but anything modern, throw it out. Whereas Ryoko's is absolutely celebrating all of that. Like, we're going right up to modern day. Like, give me Godzilla -0 could be a reference we draw from. And that movie's not even out yet. You know what I mean? Like, we're going right up to the modern day. We take from everything. In terms of inspiration, anything that motivates you and excites you and you think will be cool, it goes in. We're at 4241. That's pretty good, right? Is anyone tracking this? I literally have no idea. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the OGL is weird with what you can and can't do. But yeah, you can't do an Artificer. But the Maker is very different from the Artificer. They have a similar vibe around crafting, kind of. But I don't think the Artificer really does crafting that much. Honestly, I think the Artificer, although it's described as crafting, I think the D&D Artificer is much more about conjuring magic items. Like, they just appear, right, at the end of a long rest. Boom, you got your replicate magic item stuff. Whereas the Maker is much more about, like, long-term crafting, steadily improving, steadily building this, these resources to lift up your entire team. And no magic, either. No spells. No spells for you. Yeah, I can't wait to be back either. I'm already missing it. Hey, Dommy's here. Nice, yo. We got a mod in the chat. Dommy, great to see you, man. Yes, the books do have standalone adventures. There's 16 across just the 2 main books. 16 adventures. And they're more than one-shots. I usually think of them as sort of like 3-shots. But of course, you can extend them out longer, or you can maybe power through them into. It would be pretty intense, but you could probably do 2 sort of 6-hour sessions, get them done. Wow, 1770. I think we might hit 18,000. That's wild. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Extreme Jesus. Good luck with writing and see you soon. Yes, I love everything about my job, honestly. Writing is one of the more fun bits. It's very... I enjoy writing a great deal. So I'm not sad about doing the writing. I'm just sad about not getting to do all the other fun stuff that I'd like to do. But, you know, I mean, it is life. Such is life. I wish I had sort of like 50 different lifetimes where I could have chosen different paths at different times and just been like, what would have happened if I'd have, you know, done this instead of that? I think it would have been very fun to do more things. I've still got plenty of time. I'm 31. I could still do stuff. But, yeah, the great crime committed against us all, isn't it, is that we can only pick one path and have to just see it through. Although you can always change. You can always switch things up if you're not happy. I don't believe anyone is beyond happiness. You can shift your direction. Although it might be quite difficult and painful, but you can do it. Yeah, for real. Getting old now, man. Yeah. Yes, there is late backing. You can, once Mythosology finishes, it will move to back-a-kit for pre-orders, and you will still be able to get stuff, but you will not get the free extra. But you will be able to get things at the same price points while it's in pre-order. You just will miss out on the free dice. These free dice, for example, they're only for when you back during the campaign. So don't. It's best to back now. You get more stuff. You get more bang for your buck. But you will not be paying full retail price if you back in like a month. You can get it on back-a-kit later, and therefore it's like you'll survive. You know, like it's not the end of the world. It's much more important that you you know, are safe and comfortable with whatever purchase you make. Oh, two teammates, Hannah and Sarah. That's amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not used to streaming, so it's kind of funny to see friends and loved ones popping into the chat. Dice Mimic asks, will the prices of the old Heliana and Ryoko book be the same as on Loot Tavern when adding it as on back-a-kit? I don't actually know. I literally have no idea. I don't want to make a call right now because I'm guessing that maybe if you buy both, there'd be a discount. That seems reasonable, right? That seems reasonable to me. I'd feel like if you're buying 2 books, you'd get them at a discount. But basically they're at RRP on. I don't think that they'll be much different. I'll say that. Like I say, that is not up to me. That's actually up to Loot Tavern because they own Heliana's one. I've got nothing to do with Heliana's one, right? That's Loot Tavern and Jess Jackdaw. So I can't say, oh yeah, we'll charge really cheap for it. But I would imagine they'll be close, but maybe they'll be able to work out a discount if you buy both. I think that sounds reasonable if it's something we can do. What do you think of Steinhart's? Steinhart's is awesome. That's Monkey DM's book. Mad respect. Monkey is awesome. I was at his wedding. His wife is lovely too. They're really cool. It is very unfair. He's tall. So he says I'm short, but I'm 5'11", and I think that's very normal. Like, I don't feel short. But next to him, yeah, you're kind of looking up the whole time. Monkey's great. Steinhart's is great. I can't say that. I don't know if it's been announced yet, so I don't want to say anything about Steinhart's too much. But you can't, I will say this, you can't really go wrong with third-party content from a reputable source. You're going to get so much money, so much content for your money relative to other types of books. I think that's one of the best things you'll get with third-party content. Everything is a passion project. Everything is driven so powerfully by people who love what they're doing that they just pump so much content in there. You're going to get amazing things. I've got third-party books that are like this thick, you know, ba-boom. You won't find that value from any major company. Who are kind of where everything is planned out meticulously, profit margins, blah blah blah. When you're going with like an indie developer, it's they're putting their heart and soul on the page. You're going to get a lot of stuff, maybe too much sometimes. But Steinhart's is great. Oh yeah, the Octo Bundle. Oh, thanks so much, Sanshru, for the support. I think the Octo Bundle is a great one. The funny thing about the Octo Bundle is it didn't exist initially. The Octo Bundle, I'll just navigate to it here. The Octo Bundle was added in response to feedback. And I think it was a really great idea. I mean, this is a great example of just people will tell you what they want. And if you just do what people ask you to do, you don't need to like fight your audience all the time, right? People will say, hey, can you do this? And if you just say, yeah, Hell yeah, brother. Let's make it happen, you know? People will back it. That's 1,455 backers on the Octobook tier. So it's really, really popular. And bear in mind, this came in after everything else, so it's had less time. Just because, you know, it's a really good I guess it's a really good value on, because you're getting 8 books worth of content. The only books that aren't included in the Octobook tier are the art books, which you can add on separately if you want them. Personally, I love the art books because the art is the most exciting thing for me to kind of go through and look back on. When I look back on the art, I get all the memories of making everything, so it's wonderful. But I can understand that the art books are definitely the most niche of all of the books. Yeah, let's see, what's the most popular? So there's more people who have backed oh, no. Limited edition is more popular than Octobook. What's All In? All In's the least... Yeah, it makes sense. All In is... I mean, that's huge, isn't it? I mean, you get everything, which is amazing, but it makes sense that All In would be smaller. I think the core tiers are pretty small. Quad book tier must be popular. Yeah, 3,000. Quad book tier is very good. That's just the core books and the bestiaries. The extended bestiaries. I'm sure Digital Deluxe is popular too. Oh, and how much is... Yeah, Dual Core is incredibly popular. That's the big box. Dual Core is basically... It's not everything, but it's like, you get a lot. You get a little bit of everything in the Dual Core. And then Limited Edition is like, give me all the stuff in like the higher quality, and then All In tier is literally just throw absolutely everything you make into my open mouth. And yeah. I just love these alt covers back here. Yes, Game Ready. I agree. Game Ready tier, we tried to find a way to make a Game Ready tier, but the problem was, like, when you're doing 2 books that are kind of different, like, how do you structure that Game Ready tier? In a way, the Quad Book tier is the Game Ready tier. In a way. But I think for future campaigns that we do, we'll try and get the Game Ready tier back in there, or call it the Adventure Ready tier or something. But yeah, I agree. Game Ready tier not being here was odd. In fact, we only really made sense of the campaign after we removed that. It was... I know that sounds... When you're kind of building the campaign in advance and you're trying to... How are these tiers going to work? We tripped up so many times on the Game Ready. Because we were like, how are we going to make this work? And then when we took it out, it was like, oh, it all fell into place. Almost all fell into place. Because then, of course, we had to add the Octo tier. Oh, here we go. I've got a collab that I need to add on. Me just, from let me just say, I don't think that's quite right. Is that, I can't see it. I can't see it, bro. Cry. Where's my crying face? There it is. I can try on mobile. Cool. There might be a collaboration going out later today, which will be really fun with an awesome... I don't want to give it away. With an awesome Pokemon YouTuber. It is the Markiplier collab as well. Yeah, literally. It's me and Markiplier. It'd be the Pointy Hat. I mean, Pointy Hat and I have collabed before, for sure. I'm sure we'll collab again. Like we always be hanging out. What's my favorite monster? Oh wait, someone just said we broke 2.25. Wow, okay, we broke 2.25 mil. So we need to go up to unlock the final stretch goal. We need to do 50,000 in 2.5 hours. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I really want the dogs to be in there. We should have set it lower. 4.3 dog explosion. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be really close. Everyone's like, easy. Dunk TV's here. Devin? Girl, you did not tell me you were going to be here. That's one of the editors on the channel, everybody. Devin. Maybe we can. I guess it does seem to be picking up the pace. Oh, Luke Goblin, thanks so much. Luke Goblin's here. All these people are amazing. Again, go check out Luke Goblin, everybody. Luke Goblin also helped out with Power Word Meal. So did Pointy Hat, so did Willow, so did everybody. So did Double Crit Fail. Oh my goodness, I need to be looking... I need to be looking at the chat more. All these amazing people are in. Double Crit Fail did some of the animations and also helped with Power Word Meal. No, the 4.3 million does not include upgrades from the Pledge Manager. Sorry, someone keeps asking what my favorite monster is. In terms of from Mythosology, my favorite monster so far is probably the Dog Dragon, because I love dogs, and he's really cool, and we workshopped him quite a lot to get him really cool. All the dragons are awesome, though. If you just mean generally what my favorite monster is, I'm a big fan of the Kawitachi from Ryoko's 1. And that's not just me being my favorite monster is the one that I made. Ha ha ha. No, that really is awesome. A lot of the Ryoko's 1 monsters are spectacular. I think it's some of my best design work ever. The Ryoko's 1 species and the Ryoko's 1 monsters, I think, are some of the best designed TTRPG anything from human history. I think it's absolutely goated. I don't know what I was on. Reading back, now that I got the books in my hand, reading them back, I'm like, wow, these are amazing. If you just mean Wizards of the Coast content, favorite monsters. I mean, I quite like the lore behind a lot of the Demon Lords. So I like Yunogu a lot. I often say, I like how happy Yunogu looks, despite the fact he's, like, objectively horrific. I just like he's got a big smile. He's dressed in fetish bondage gear, and he's a hyena. Yunogu? Is it with an H? Yeah, I got it right. Now that's how you know I'm a true fan. So yeah, I quite like this sort of bondage hyena guy. Again, look, he's so cheerful, and he's just slaughtered like a village load of people. So yeah, terrifying, of course, in real life. If he was real, I would not like him. But because he's made up and he's fantasy, yeah, big thumbs up. What are the 19 campaigns I've backed myself? Oh, loads. I can't remember. I think the last one I backed the Eldamon campaign recently. I just backed a campaign that was for, like, children's shoes, because I'm getting my nephews some adjustable children's shoes, which, in theory, as the children grow, you can adjust the size of the shoes. And if you have kids, or in your family, you have kids, you know how incredible that is. If you can buy a shoe which you're not throwing out in 3 weeks because they've grown bigger, that's amazing. So I backed a campaign that was like adjustable size children's shoes. We don't throw them away though. We obviously donate them or give them to friends with smaller kids. But yeah, children grow so quickly that yeah, I was really excited for those shoes. Definitely, you know, showing my age. My favorite class is Warlock. Would I play a one-shot or campaign that was anime based? I mean, I suppose it would depend on the anime, right? Like, anime's just like it could be anything, right? Like, if you mean like sort of shonen anime, like a One Punch Man, you know, campaign or a JoJo campaign, yeah, I'd give it a try. I'd try almost anything, honestly. I like just messing around with people. Wiz is here. Woo. Wiz is confident. Everyone's so confident. We'll find out, I guess. 45,000 to go. Maybe. We don't have any stretch goal planned for after this. This was the absolutely most high tier concept, maybe, if we could. I've got nothing left. I'm out of gas, you know what I mean? What do we do? Maybe we do a horse explosion? I don't think it's possible. One of my favorite species from Mythosology, which I had nothing to do with at all, are the hoofborn, which are like horse people. And they are amazing. Wait. Oh, wait. What am I missing? Sorry, Smooth. What's going on? I have no power here, but I can DM Will elsewhere if he reads it. What's that in reference to? Am I missing something important? Yeah, I mean, I would love to live stream. It's good to see you, by the way, Afton. It's really good to see you. I would love to live stream the adventure one day. I did a live stream of Ryoko's guide for Viva La Dirt League. I feel like we're talking about Mythosology a lot rather than just like the whole channel. But if you want to see Ryoko's like, there's Rob being surprised. So this was crazy because I was on like 4 hours sleep, paralyzing stomach pains, and I wasn't sure if my nephews were about to be born, and they were being born in an incredibly dangerous situation. So had to go and do this game. Came out really, really well, I think. These people, Viva la Dirt League, are all so unbelievably wonderful. And we raised about 13,000 for Children International as well as part of this. And they did not have to do that as well to join in this. Like, they did that entirely, there was no obligation at all to help Children International. Incredible people. 178,000 views, pretty good, pretty good. If you want to see Ryoko's 1 being live streamed, you can go there. But yes, definitely one of the most challenging but fun things I've ever had to do was that live stream. Or the recorded game that then was streamed. Because, because of all the live stuff happening around it. Incredible. Same hat, yeah, you're right. These hats will come out as merch soon, I'm sure. What's your favorite subclass from the new books? Do you mean the books we're writing here? Mythosology? Well, honestly, a lot of them will change based on feedback. But right now, I'm very into the Circle of the Blade Druid. I was thinking about this the other day. The Circle of the Blade Druid is really cool. The monk is so good. The Way of the Demon Fist is so cool. Or is it the Demon Soul? I can't remember what we called it in the end. That's definitely one of the things that'll trip you up when you write stuff. When you write something, people assume you know it really well. So that people come up to me and start talking about Ryoko's guide, and they'll ask me a question, and it'll be like about a really specific feat on page like 192. And the problem is, I do know the stuff. Like, I wrote it, I know it, but you got to remember that I've written that thing 25 times. Like, go in loads of different variations. So, I can't remember what the name of the monk subclass even is right now, but it's very cool. It's the one that, the Oni girl. I mean, surely she's around here somewhere. Yeah, it's her. That's her subclass. So cool. I think the Hakai is actually a Demon Fist too. You can't really see his in this art. I think they've taken them out for the purpose of putting together the composition. But yeah, the yellow Oni-born girl, she is a Demon Fist monk. Hey, Daddy's here! I know, you're so right, Daddy. Like, it's like, you wrote this. Why do you not know it off by heart? It's like, yo, we write a lot of stuff, and it changes. It's the changing of it that's crazy. You only see the final version, but there's so many stuff that goes different. It's great to see you, Crow. Thanks so much for being here. I can't wait to catch up with Daddy at UK Games Expo as well in a few weeks. It's actually criminal that we only really see each other once a year. Awesome. So if anyone's in England, let me know. Or come see us at UK Games Expo. That'll be really fun. Antonio will be there too. Pony Hat will be there too. My favorite Warlock subclass is the Genie Warlock, and it's also my favorite Wizard of the Coast subclass by far. And it's probably the only Wizard of the Coast subclass that I would say is as good as the best third-party subclasses. I absolutely love the Genie Warlock. I think it's amazing. And I'm a big proponent of, like, third-party is so good. They make such great work. But genuinely, the Genie is up there with the very best third-party, which is a huge compliment. I think the Genie's awesome. I don't know who wrote the Genie Warlock, but I think they did a great job. Titan of the Void, I am not quitting YouTube. I'm going away from YouTube for the next 8 weeks, give or take, to finish writing this Kickstarter, which is 40,000 away from its final stretch goal. If anyone hasn't backed yet, there is a link in the chat, by the way, I should say, the pinned link. That was my photo. Yeah. The Warlock is very cool. Also in the chat as well, in the description, there's a link if you want to grab something. But aside from that, we're really just hanging out and saying goodbye. I mean, I haven't really got around to... We've spoken about Mythosology a lot, and we're just kind of vibing right now, but it is also about saying goodbye and thank you. This channel is almost exactly 5 years old. In fact, in 1 month to the day, it will be exactly 5 years old since I made the channel, and the first video came out on May 18th, 2021. So, it was probably around this time, 5 years ago, that the idea for D&D Shorts came to me. Like Batman. I was in a D&D game, and a friend of mine, McKinney, was chatting about cool stuff you could do in D&D, weird things you can do in D&D. I was like, damn, that's a good idea for like a YouTube short, which were brand new at the time. Don't worry at all, Daniel Powell. I really appreciate just being here is amazing for a start. So don't worry about backing if you can't. But also make sure there's no obligation to back. I would much rather that that everyone who was like struggling right now just take a little time. Like this book is going to exist forever now, right? I think we're going to meet the 25,000 the goal to fund, right? I think we're going to reach that 25,000. So even if you want Mythosology and you can't get it right now, don't worry about it. You can get it on BackerKit later. And if you can't get it on BackerKit within the next few years, you can get it in 10 years, 20 years. You know, it doesn't matter. Life's long. I'm sure if you want it, you'll get your hands on it eventually. It'll be in shops and stuff, you know? The current Ryoko's one is in stores, in the UK. It probably is in America too. You should let people pick your green screen with donos for charity. That's so funny. That is such a good idea, Casey. Yes, I will do that for future streams. I want to stream more when I get back. I made a little list of things to talk about on the stream in case we ran out of topics. So let's see. We're kind of doing a Q&A a little bit. Mythosology countdown, we're doing that. 2 hours left to go. 2 hours and 10 minutes. 38,000, maybe? No way, was it your LGS? That's so awesome. And thank you for supporting LGS. Sefern, I appreciate everything you and the team are doing. Please send my love to Jess Jackdaw. That art is absolutely amazing. I agree. Jess Jackdaw, for anyone you don't know, is a legend. Jess Jackdaw, he is Pokemon D&D. This is how I found his channel. Jess Jackdaw is the person who made Helliana's One with Loot Tavern. One of the absolute coolest and best YouTubers around, and a huge inspiration for D&D shorts, honestly. Jess Jackdaw retired over 3 years ago. Pretty much with this video, I think. And then there's a couple of like extra ones coming out, but Jess Jackdaw is not only retired, like I'm retired, blah blah. No, they are. Bro's gone. Like he is not here. He is not part of Mythosology, and I have never met him or spoken to him. I have an enormous respect for. The channel was so important to me. Getting into D&D YouTube, and I really wish that I had got the opportunity to say hey, and I hope, I don't know if Jess even knows about Mythosology. That's how far removed I think they are from sort of D&D now. They've like full on moved on in life. So I just hope that if they do see it, I hope they feel like I did a good enough job with sort of taking on a little bit of you know what they started. I hope they think it was okay if they ever see it, because I'm mad respect and love for all of this stuff. And I agree, stunning art. But any of the art you see in Mythosology is not from Jess. The only exception is the stretch goal we unlocked. Stretch goals down here. We unlocked an addition to the Mech manual. Where are you? Which is, yes, the Mecha Koboldzilla. This is by Jess. But that's because it's an unlocked stretch goal, which takes the Mecha Koboldzilla, which was an enemy in Helliana's One, and it is going to be a pilotable mech in the Mech manual. Very, very high power, obviously. Late game stuff. But you will be able to control this with your team. But yeah, absolutely amazing. But yes, if you want to see the artists that are working on this project, you can go down here. This is the team section, and we have so Alexis, for example. Some of these people absolutely incredible. This like people say this guy looks like Randall from Monsters Inc. Alexa. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did say I would talk about Avantris. Okay, people asking about Avantris. Yeah, so Legend of Avantris, amazing people. I know them pretty well. They helped out with Power Word Meal, which means I really, really like them. That is pretty much the deciding factor of whether I love you or not. Legend of Avantris. People are like, oh, so this is the biggest campaign of all time. Do you think Legends of Avantris will take the title back. And they're asking like they think it's going to be close. They're asking like, do you think... Oh, it's not coming up yet. Maybe you have to go directly. Odyssey. How do you spell Odyssey? Odyssey? Is that right? Odyssey. Yeah. Yes. So people are asking, like, do you think Neon Odyssey, when it comes out, will beat Heliana Ryoko's Guide to Mythosology? And I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, that it is not even going to be close. And that you are... The entire landscape of Kickstarter is about to change. So, Ryoko's Guide 1 was the biggest Kickstarter ever. Crooked Moon made more money than Ryoko's 1, but had less backers. By almost 5,000 backers. It was very, very... Like, it made more money, but it had less people. It's a smaller community. Since then, at that time, Crooked Moon, Legends of Avantris, and D&D Shorts were about the same size tier influencers. They were probably a little bigger on Instagram and TikTok. I was probably a little bigger on YouTube, but it was basically the same. Now, Legends of Avantris are about the size of Critical Role. They have 18,000 backers already, and they're not going live for another few weeks. Ryoko's 1, for reference, had 17,000 upon launch. Mythosology had about 12,000 upon launch. And more importantly, where is it? VIP milestones. They have over 30,000 VIPs, which are people who have already pledged $1. And I've never done this, but I've been told about it by people who know. Basically, when you pledge $1 before a campaign starts to reserve your free dice, about 98% of those people come back and buy the full product. Because they're kind of already in, right? You're like saying, yeah, I'm in. Get me the free dice. So even this 18,000 number is a bit deceptive. I would not be surprised... I'm deadly serious. I would not be surprised if Neon Odyssey made $10 million in the first couple of days. I'm not even joking. I would not be surprised. 10 million in the first couple of days, absolutely doable. Because this project looks like it's going to be enormous. Legend of Avantris are now a Paizo-sized company, maybe even bigger. They've hired everybody. And they are, the biggest influence in the space. So although I appreciate the like, oh, is it going to be you or Avantris? It's not even close. Me and Avantris are in a completely different sphere of influencer, although I hate that word. So yes, this is going to be an absolutely incredible project. But it's not the only incredible project coming out this year. Pointy Hat has a Kickstarter coming out that he just announced, which sounds amazing. And Pointy Hat's already done 2 Kickstarters, but they were before he was famous. So now that he is famous, I think those are probably going to beat Mythosology as well. So it's very awesome to be the biggest of all time again. And we are the first person ever, this account, D&D Shorts, is the first person ever to be the biggest Kickstarter of all time in 5e twice. And that's a record that can never be broken, right? Because we were the first ones to do it. But I think this year is going to be massive for indie TTRPGs. And this really is only the beginning. I think you're going to see some crazy stuff. And that is really inspiring. Because we are not in competition with each other. All third-party publishing is on the same team. And I can't wait to see what they do. We're all collectively, I suppose, in competition with sort of like first-party publishing, right? And the more third-party, the better, as far as I see it. Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say half a hot, although I wouldn't put it quite like that way. I probably wouldn't put it quite in that way. Yes, I would say my content, my design work is pretty aggressive and transformative. So I'm trying to transform D&D, whereas I think Crooked Moon and possibly Neon Odyssey is more about adding to the 5e system rather than switching it up. I hope Legend of Avantris wouldn't mind me saying that. Maybe they'll be like, actually, we've got some crazy things planned. But looking at it, it looks more like it's a really cool campaign setting with some new vehicle rules. I mean, this space combat system might be massive. I gather this machinist is very close to the artificer, though. That's what people were telling me who have seen the first 3. Apparently, they released the first 3 levels, and it's very close. But that makes sense, because you can't publish for the artificer legally. So if you want to make artificer subclasses, you just got to make an artificer class. But this is going to be spectacular. I mean, you can see the difference between sort of the Legend of Avantris style and the Ryoko and Heliana style. I mean, we do fantasy high realism, and they do more like punchier, more graphical, kind of cool style. I don't know what the word... I don't really know enough about art to describe what style this is. More comic book style, I guess. Traditional sort of 80s comic book style. Yes, but do not get it twisted. When we're like, oh, do you think they'll beat you? They will probably beat us on their first day. Not that it's a competition. We're not beating each other, right? But like, yes, they will overtake us in terms of amount raised day one, I should imagine. And you can expect 10 million in the first few days, genuinely. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did 15 million, sort of similar size to that Brandon Sanderson one, across the entire campaign. Which will just be wonderful. Incredibly exciting. What did Dommy say? Mark will always win. Oh, yeah, Markiplier, of course. Sorry, yes. Yeah, but we've got the Markiplier money. Just wait till we reveal Markiplier. He's waiting until he's 30 minutes out, and then he's going to reveal himself. And it's just going to go through the roof. Will there be... I'm just going to try and answer this question if I understand it. Inverted Ghost Games says, will there be some sort of form of pity system with the random dice sets if you purchase a large number of the sets? That way you can sort of guarantee you get them all. I do not know if there is a way to guarantee the dice sets you get. I don't think even the manufacturers... So they're asking about these free dice sets, right? So the idea is that essentially... of the 12 monster hunts in Heliana's 1, there is a dice set for each boss monster. And they're really beautiful. You can kind of see them here. If people want better art, I can bring it up. But I don't think there's a way of guaranteeing. It is like the Mythstory. That's kind of like what it's called. Like, it's meant to be random and fun. The downside to that, I suppose, is that I don't think there's a way to be like, I'm just getting all 12 guaranteed. If there is, I'm certain Loot Tavern will offer it. If there isn't, that's their loss, right? That's not your loss. Like, if you don't want to risk it, you can't risk it, you know, and that's that. But I think that they are really beautiful dice. I'll give them that. But everyone gets one set for free. Maybe Smood can answer that, actually, if he's here. We're exploring options to be able to, but they'd need another production run and not guaranteed yet. Okay, so it'll depend. It'll depend. But yes, certainly, there's 12 sets, and basically every time you get a set, it's random what you get. But I'm sure that there'll be ways to trade dice. I'm sure if you hop in I would not be surprised if you hop in the Discord server when you get your dice. If you get a set that you want to trade, like you really want one set and you get another set. Let me try and find art. I'm certain you'll be able to trade your dice with someone else who wants your set. So if you get this set, for example, but you really want this set. What's going on? Okay, no, that's fine. I had it. Okay, yeah. So if you get this set, but you really want that set, then I'm sure you'll be able to trade with someone who has this set, because you know there's many thousands of them going out, right? So that's probably going to be the best. Yes, the Synaptic Shock set is also good. I think, is this the Synaptic Shock set? I'm not sure. I can't remember all the names of them. Please show more of the dice. So there's this one. There's this one. This is one of my favorite. These kind of matte ones. I think I slightly prefer the matte ones, but I do really love these rose-tinted ones too. Absolutely stunning. All of them. Really, really cool. Honestly, incredible value, considering they're literally free. But also, even for $15, I think, which is their RRP, incredible value. I can't wait for them to go out. I know the names of the dice. I need to find all the names. Oh, and that's before we actually... I should go here. Dice and more. I think dice are under and more. We have... Okay, STLs, obviously, these badass creatures. But also, we have these dice, too. We got these Bloodstone Raw. Synaptic Shock. There we go. Yes, the Synaptic Shock are amazing. The Synaptic Shock dice are not part of the free dice sets. They're different. They come when you get the dual core tier. You get Synaptic Shock, I think. Greenstein... all the books. Yes, dice from both core tiers. So yeah, you'll get Synaptic Shock with dual core and up. Soaring Sun Sparrow is beautiful. I think that's probably my favorite. Opalescent Flight. I mean, they're all good. Come on, guys. I mean, are you kidding me? I think we do the best Kickstarters in the world. I really do. I mean, you just look through it and you're like, yeah, man. The team is so amazing. Okay, we're down to 1 hour. 116 minutes. It's down to the minutes. Oh, my God. Yes, the team is amazing. I wake up daily just amazed by the people I get to hang out with and call my friends. It's absolutely crazy. They deserve this 100%. Willowware's casting shade. Banned immediately. Chat, he doesn't even know the name of his own children dice. It's true. I'm so ignorant. Yeah, Willowware's is banned. Yeah, it's a dream come true. But I mean, here's the thing: to anyone out there who wants to do this stuff, people have fought a lot for your right to be able to do so. Right? You can. People can do this. And I watched Helliana's 1 go on Kickstarter. Before I'd done any D&D content, and fast forward 2 years, I was working with the people who made Helliana's 1. So if you want to do D&D content and you get into it, like, it's not an exaggeration. It really isn't. I watched Jess live stream Helliana's 1 before I'd done anything. Before I was a YouTuber because I was working at What Culture, but I was doing my master's degree and stuff. And now you kind of fast forward. And like, I'm working with Loot Tavern, so it is not, it's like what, like a member of the chat right now could be working, in theory, if you wanted to, right? Could be working on the next Kickstarter with me in 3 years' time. Although I don't know if we'll do another Kickstarter in 3 years' time. But, like, you know what I mean? It's that level of, that's how fast it can go. Yes. Yeah, most of the Loot Tavern team, honestly, were people in the Loot Tavern server who were just awesome. I think that's how Dan Dillon, who works at Legend of Avantris, got started too. I think he was just giving advice to people who were making D&D books. And they were like, yo, let's pay you to do this because you're awesome. Would we translate Mythosology or Ryoko's Guide to Daggerheart? Absolutely, in a heartbeat, yes. But again, that's not up for me to say. It's up to Daggerheart, I think. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what Daggerheart's license is like, actually. I know there was like a controversy about it, but I didn't follow it at all. But maybe you can just create for Daggerheart. Maybe we could just publish it for Daggerheart. But honestly, for something of that scope, I'd probably, Loot Tavern would have to talk to Daggerheart directly, Darrington Press, and sort of assess whether it was going to work. And then they comboed with the Dungeon Dudes to do Drakenheim, so it could happen. That's awesome, Kestrels. Yeah, I think it's probably one of the best compliments you can have. Yeah, Daddy's right. This is the best time to learn as well because of all the tutorials out there. One of the best compliments you can get as a designer is if someone buys your stuff and then it makes them go back and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna go back and get the next one. That is the testament. A huge amount of backers from Mythosology are from Ryoko's 1. Which I think is a really good sign. I think it's a good sign that we're doing something right. How much would you have to pledge to get some exclusive D&D dice? If you mean exclusive to you, as in we make a set of dice just for you, there is no tier for that. But I don't know, that would cost thousands, I think, because printing dice is really expensive, getting the mold and stuff. But if you want the free dice, these free dice, the cheapest way to get them is the dual book tier. $99, you get both of these books physically, and then you also get the free dice, because you've got a physical tier. If you want actual dice in your box, probably the dual core tier is the best one, because then you'll get the free dice, and you'll get both sets of the core books dice as well. As well as all this other good stuff. The handouts, the game, all the packs of cards. We haven't talked about the cards. The cards are awesome. Gator's here! Yo! Pack Tactics! Oh man, so many cool people. Pack Tactics is OG. Like, similar vibes. Awesome dude. Where does it Pack Tactics? Oh, he's just saying hi. Hi, hello, Gator. Nice. So many great people. Pack Tactics was the first person to post a Power Word Meal promo. Outside of me, obviously, but I made the campaign. Absolutely goated. And Team of Louis here too. So many people. Yeah, so awesome. Yeah. So if you guys want some awesome D&D or like nerd rap stuff, Team Louis is pretty goated. I think this Team Louis, is it okay if I play the PS5 video? Yes, I would love to do Power Word Meal too. I would love to. Absolutely love to. And I would love to work with the United Nations World Food Program again. Oh, nice. Check this out, guys. Check this. This is Team Louis, in case anyone doesn't know. It's a very this was viral. I saw this before I knew who Team Louis was. Like, this just came up on my feed. This rap's really funny. It's brutal. It's cold. Although low-key, I would take the love of my life over a PS5. But that's some fire stuff. Oh, is it too quiet? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. My bad. I am so naive. Yeah. I'm not there like rocking along. Yeah, that is funny. It's good. Check it out, for real. Okay, my bad. That's probably me turning... I can probably turn it up on OBS. Do you guys want the background music louder? Wait a second. There's no background music. The background music you guys are hearing is through this microphone. Okay, it's gonna get really loud. Can you guys hear that? There's background music. That's been going the whole time. You guys have not heard it. Okay, is it better now? Is it better now? That's so funny. You can't hear that still? Wow. Is that better? There it is. Okay, well, that's really loud on OBS. Okay, now it's too loud. The delay does not make it easy. Okay. Okay, sorry. We'll try that, and in chat, let me know. Probably just dropped like 100 viewers. Okay. I put it like in the middle. I was gonna say like, yo, you guys were like, yeah. I've been vibing to this the whole time in silence. No wonder. I did feel that we weren't like spiritually connecting. You know what I mean? I felt there was a wall between us, and I couldn't put my finger on what it was. I thought it was you. I thought you guys were being rude and weird, honestly. But it turns out it's because we weren't listening to the same music. Yeah, we absolutely will, Louis. 100%. Disruptive Cobras. Yes, I'm leaving YouTube until I finish Mythosology, which is probably going to take until June. But I do have one video, remember, guys. I got one video pre-recorded that isn't finished editing yet, but I'm just going to schedule it to release in early May. So, don't, like, when you see a video coming out in early May, I'm still gone. I'll record a new ending to say, like, I'm not here, but don't freak out. Don't be like, oh my god, he's back already. No. Yeah, that's funny. Yes, I agree. It's awesome. Real Quiz 1 is my favorite D&D supplement too. Let me know if it's too loud again, guys. Anytime. Yeah, Pointy Hat was here earlier, Brian. Far. I don't know if he's still is. But if he is, he let me know. Let me just check. Am I getting bombarded? No worries. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. I've just heard that the current setup... So, someone was asking, Helion and Ryoko's one, are they going to be the same price? Yes, but you save on shipping and taxes if you get them on BackerKit, which could be huge. Yes, essentially there are savings, quote unquote, but it is what it be. Do. So many great people on the team, honestly. Do I have a Fae Week video planned? No, I don't. I'm not doing Fae Week this year. I did Monster Week the last 2 years. This year, Ginny really kindly offered if I wanted to be one of the ambassadors for it. But she, I just couldn't do it because I was too busy working on this to get a video done in advance, and then I knew I was going away. So I was really sad. I had to be like, Ginny, I'm so sorry. This is incredible. We're at 4282. We might hit it with an hour to go. That's unbelievable. Does anyone want to drop in chat predictions for where we finish at? We got 105 minutes. But yeah, no Fae Week video from me, unfortunately. I would have loved to have done it. I think it's a really cool event. I think it's especially good for... You guys don't see this. I don't know, like hand on heart, I don't know how much of a difference to your subscribers being part of Fae Week is going to make if you're a small YouTuber. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference. I don't know if it's going to be the thing that blows up your channel. But what it is amazing for is bringing creators together. The Discord for the Monster Week each year always pops off with new creators meeting each other, forming friendships, collabing, and that is the real power. The social togetherness of the Monster Week is actually the really cool thing. It's not to me anyway. I don't know if it's really going to do much for anyone's YouTube channel. Okay. I just got a message. Okay. Cool. It's just work stuff. It's for the thing. You know when someone asks you to do something? Send extremely clear instructions. I need to do something on BackerKit, apparently. So I'm like, yo, please send extremely clear instructions, because I do not know how. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Will, it's Knob. Please check your Discord. Yep. That's fair. Yes. Send extremely clear instructions with pictures, please. Okay, cool. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, it's the D&D Shorts guy. So it's been, 5 years, guys. Does anyone know, yeah, 2666969. Does anyone know when they kind of started watching D&D Shorts, if you caught it? Because I released the underrated multi-classes video yesterday, and I was like, this is kind of a good video to leave on, because I'm pretty sure the first video long form that really sort of popped off was this. Oh my god, my beard was long. Too long. Look at that. That's, for me. It looks great on other people, but I think that's too long for me. And I had to stop wearing this gray hat because it blew out every thumbnail. Yeah. So it was kind of, I feel like this is really where, and I used to do that tapping on the mic thing. I wonder if anyone noticed that I brought that back for the goodbye video. I wonder if anyone noticed that. This video, top right, it's kind of funny that it's only done 643,000 views in 4 years, because that's not that high. This sequel has more views than this. I guess because this one's 5 minutes long. That's probably why. But yeah, this is really where my channel, I think, found its momentum on long form. I'd done a few long forms before. One of my favorite ever long forms is this one. I think this is an amazing An amazing video. I mean, you can see it's quite small for like D&D short standards. 4 years, 377k views is not actually that big. But that was really big. Yeah, the clap thing went away because for a while I stood up and I was tapping the mic, and apparently that's really bad for the mic, so I stopped doing it. And then when I sat down, I was just out of the habit. But it was one of my yeah. So yeah, 4 years ago means you've been here the whole time, because the channel is not yet 5 years old. But yeah, we started as a D&D Shorts exclusive channel because the name was D&D Shorts, and because I had another job. I was editing and recording for What Culture, which I'm sure many of you guys know. This channel, back when it was real. It's been sold since then, and unfortunately its views are just so far down. So, I mean, these are What Culture Wrestling. Like, what are What Culture views these days? Like, we used to be dropping to like 1 million views a day. And now they're like 8,000, 6,000, 3,000, 1,000. You know, it's just like, it's a shame, really, what happened to What Culture. But that's what happens when the company gets sold, I think, to like big business. They just kind of run it into the ground. Yeah, What Culture is OG. What Culture is old. Yeah, Dommy, What Culture really fell off hard. But yeah, they were sold to like a private equity company or something, or like a giant, like the point of it wasn't to, they just want, they run it into the ground. What do I mean by finished with Mythosology? I mean, finished with it in terms of not basically everything to beta level. So I'm gonna write everything to the beta test period. Obviously, I will need to continue writing because we'll get feedback from people who playtest it, and then we change that. But yeah, let me just check my back kit stuff. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. I can handle this. Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh, okay. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I'm back. Again, I'm doing stuff on the side. I don't know if this is normal for streamers. Are streamers, like, allowed to do this? I feel like I should be giving you my undivided attention. I feel like we're making love and I'm turning on the TV. You know what I mean? It's just rude. It's just actually rude. Yes, the SDLs are done. 99-minute warning. I think we're gonna do it. We were like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do 13,019. But they're also reacting to chat a lot too. Yeah, we stare at you while you do things. Streamers are not allowed to do this. Get ready for content. That's true. Streamer eats banana live on stream. There are cake streams where it's just a rotating cake. That's hilarious. This is nothing. Okay, good. Yeah, dog. That's some, what's the band? The, what are they called? The Bad Touch. That's a Bad Touch line, isn't it? Billy Voter? Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. I'm literally just trying to sort out the back kit stuff on the side, which means that, okay, I know what I have to do. Sign out. Confirm. Wait, creator crowdfunding. Good. Okay, so I know. So now the thing is, I'm logged into BackerKit now, but I don't know what my password is because it just auto-filled. So if I go to, I'm just making sure that, yep, this is definitely not on stream. Recipe stream. Yeah, recipe. Okay, so for real, guys, like, this is a real thing. So many people ask for a recipe book, D&D. Is this a thing that people do? Like, I know there is one famous D&D book that is also a recipe book, right? But it's just English food. It's just like medieval English food, which we have every Sunday anyway. Yeah, I'd be surprised. I mean, I love cooking, and I think I'm a great cook, but I cook with weird ingredients. Because I go to the Asian supermarket a lot, and You know, I love my silken tofu, and people make fun of me for eating like silken tofu and cashew. I like if you ever blend cashews and silken tofu, you can make the most insane vegan cheesecake you've ever had in your life. And people are like, "What is that? That sounds crazy." And I'm like, "No, it's crazy. It's so good. If you're lactose intolerant or something, or you're making something for someone who's vegan or they're lactose intolerant, it's stunning. Or you just don't want to support the dairy industry. Okay. Let's take a peek at this. So I need to work out how to find my password. Okay, sign out. Now sign in. I'm looking at Crack the Sun right now. That was another huge one. I can't believe we haven't mentioned there's no way that's my password. No. Okay, good. We haven't mentioned, what are they called? MCDM yet. And I think MCDM is sort of like the founder in a lot of ways of this entire Kickstarter thing. It's not like that anyone can make a book, but I don't think anyone would have thought to until MCDM came along. Actually, I don't know if that's true, because there's third-party books going back to 3.5e and before. Like, there's 1e, isn't there? Because we looked at one of the 1e third-party books. Maybe I'm talking nonsense. MCDM is just the first one I ever saw. And obviously, Matt Colville does great stuff. I click on Manage Passwords. Backer Kit. Oh, we've got this, boys. Okay, and I copy that. Okay, that's why I don't remember. It's just random numbers and letters. Now I go to Discord. Done. Okay, fellas. We did it. I worked it out. I will. Roland, I'll do that literally today. 10k away. I'm not paying enough attention to the Mythosology stream. We're also probably going to pass 18k. That's crazy. 18,000 backers is crazy. The usual way you can calculate your backers, the usual way you can calculate project backers is if you take the number of followers before launch, times it by 1.4 to 1.6. So we had 11,200. Pre-followers-ish. So you would expect somewhere between 15,000 and 17,920. So this backer, actually, that's really close. So timesing your pre-followers by 1.6, that's about as good as you're likely to get. Empiric, yes, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the super chat. Sorry, I should be saying thank you for the super chats. Board game, please, if you haven't already. I am waiting to do an update on the board game on Kickstarter for any backers, because I want the art to be done. I want to show it off with the art. But essentially, the board game is a collaborative. Well, let's take a look at. For a start, let's look at what we actually say about it. One more bounty. So, this board game combines deck building and push your luck mechanics to create a monster tracking, combo attack, stacking, item hoarding adventure. Okay, I see why it's confusing, because that sounds a little bit like marketing. You know what I mean? It's like, what is that actually about? But basically, the game puts you in a collaborative group, so there's 4 of you, and you track a monster, gathering clues, kind of Monster Hunter style, right? And you're kind of, at least pre-playtest, again, I should say, this is pre-playtest, but the last version I was looking at was, you're essentially working together to kind of track down the monster, and then you kind of craft out your attack on the monster, and you're all sort of fighting the monster with your cards, and you build your deck that you're going to use to fight the monster as you go through the game, and then boom, monster appears, you all fight, and then whoever gets the killing blow, there we go. Yeah, be sure it's you to get the killing blow. Whoever gets the killing blow on that monster hunt wins. But the monster can also attack you as well, right? So you can gather cards that encourage the monster to attack someone else. You can kind of see the cards here. So you're like building this stuff. And the important thing about the board game is that it integrates directly with there we go. The important thing about the board game is that it integrates directly with the books. So if you want to go, so you guys know, I'm sure by now, about the Monster harvesting mechanics. But if you want to access game material that, you want to access cool magic items and stuff without going on a full quest in-game, you can play the board game to simulate that experience and basically say, okay, look, we took down this creature in the board game, now we can do the crafting mechanics and have that mechanic in our game. So you can basically use the board game to play through stuff, if that makes sense. You can use the board game to fight a monster, and then you can say, okay, that's what we did on our downtime. So you usually use the board game as a way to play through downtime activities. And there is a subclass coming in the book, which hasn't been revealed yet, which also uses the deck of cards to summon. So you'll draw a random monster at random, and that'll be the monster you summon, in theory. But again, this is all pre-play test, and I'll do a much better job of explaining it when I'm like less tired, and we have all the art, and it'll be really clear. It's awesome though. 6,000, we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. Thank you so much to everyone who's backed as well. Just pledge for the dual core tier. Awesome. I think that is the best kind of like mix of value and content. Dual core. That is basically 2 entire Kickstarters rolled into one at a massive discount. It is really good. The Cartomancer is real. Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. Yu-Gi-Oh! Coded, I cannot give too much away. World of Akala, yes. But I do keep it quite quiet. Lol, I think you'd be less tired someday. Well, I mean, to be fair, I say I'm tired, but like, it's a good kind of tired. It's literally just like, streaming is kind of tiring, and I've been running around a lot today to get everything ready. But I really do appreciate the support and the outpour of support. But honestly, I'm not like tired in the sense that I'm not burning out. I'm not exhausted. I'm not like upset with the world. I'm not like angry. Like, I feel great in myself. I'm incredibly happy. And I think I've got a wonderful work-life balance. It just so happens that my work-life balance is like very heavy on the work side, but that's because this does not feel like work to me. If I took a day off, I would be writing anyway. I loved that Gen Con one-shot. Yeah, with Deborah Ann Wall, the Dungeon Dudes, Colby, and that Bronze Girl. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes, I have a question about the books. What are the Forbidden Myths and Forgotten Monsters books compared to the Bestiaries? So the Forbidden Myths and the Forgotten Monsters books, I'll go show you. So this is Ryoko's one in the slipcase. This is the deluxe slipcase. These are the deluxe books. Okay. Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms. I don't know if you can really see that. Shiny. Looks a bit darker on camera than it is in real life. But this is, the texture is awesome. This is the Forbidden Monsters and the Forbidden Myths and Forgotten Monsters. They're the core books. So they're the books with the like core mechanics. Like here we have the combo attack mechanics from Ryoko's Guide 1, the kaiju fighting mechanics from Ryoko's Guide 1, all the species, all the subclasses. All the subclasses will be in here. Subclasses, species, the new element bender. You've got backgrounds and feats. And you have some monsters, right? And in Mythosology, this book also contains 16 adventures. So it's massive. It's a big book. It's about 450 pages. I think the Ryoko's one is about 350. Yep, okay. Checking my Discord messages. Thank you. Yeah, 380. So it's even bigger than the Ryoko's one. The Bestiaries are expansions on that. So they are not repeated material. It's all new. We're 4,000 away. I clicked it. Do you need to? Okay, cool. It's kind of funny that I'm here chilling with you guys, and there's like very urgent like back end stuff going on right now. And I'm like da 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 da, and I'm sure they are going absolutely furious with me, which is very funny. But I mean no harm, guys. I'm sorry. How do you feel about Beyond 20? Yes, I will be at Gen Con this year, absolutely. How do you feel about... Sorry, I'm seeing different things come through. Do you think you can get an invite to play in Tales from Wood Creek? Well, I was in the Tales from Wood Creek launch, like the announcement live play, which was amazing. That was one of the best weekends of my life. I love the dudes so much. I mean, I hate the dungeon dudes, Marty and Kyle. It was very difficult tolerating them for a full weekend. They are, I think, stains on not only the D&D industry, but stains on the world. Absolutely hideous people. And frankly, it's amazing that they've managed to stay together this long as a collective, because they just... being in the same room as either of them sucks all the energy out of you. The fact that they can bear to be near each other long enough to record content is frankly amazing. That's the most amazing thing the Dungeon Dudes have ever done. But everyone else there, I really, really love. I love Deborah. I love Ed, who is like the producer. Ginny was there at the time. That was really fun. Taylor was there. Todd Kenrick was there. I would absolutely go back, but I don't know if it's really my thing so much. I feel like they're going for like actual celebrities. You know what I mean? Like they had the Dungeon Dudes, of course, because like they record it in Toronto and they're part of it. And the whole thing takes place in Toronto. That just makes sense. But did they have any other YouTubers on? I don't think so. It was like the Dungeon Dudes were like the YouTubers, but then they had like Will Wheaton, Anjali Bhamani, I can't remember their names, but they were celebrities. You know, they're real people. I don't follow celebrity news. So Ms. Marvel was there, right? The woman who plays Ms. Marvel in the Marvel movies. I mean, these are huge celebrities. You know, I'm sure they'll get on Markiplier, right? Over D&D shorts. Can't blame anyone for getting, you know, Tony Stark instead of me. I think that's very reasonable. That's a good choice. Okay. Let me just check this worked. And bro is explaining how to like copy and paste to me in chat. That's so funny. Okay. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're actually gonna do it. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, why did it stop? Is it gonna go down? Every now and then it goes down because someone changes their pledge, and when you change your pledge, it deletes it and then adds a new one. I just here staring at a number. This is ridiculous. Are we gonna get the dog explosion? Are you kidding me? I feel like it was going so fast, and then it just paused. What happened? You guys are seeing this, right? Are you kidding? This is actually crazy. It literally stopped. That's true. I asked for detailed instructions, and then I'm joking about the... This is ridiculous, bro! It was definitely going faster than this, right? Like, why did it stop? Oh, I don't want to miss it. I don't want to scroll away. Oh my god! Oh, it's okay. It's still moving. It's okay. It's okay. It's really close. 400, 420. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, 420, guys. That's the funny number. Here we go. We're so close. We're all gonna just sit and stare at the screen for a couple of minutes, and then we can move on with our lives, because we'll move on with our lives knowing there are 3 more dog species in our lives, and that's a brighter world. Oh my god, it's so close. It's ridiculous. Yes. Oh yeah. If anyone backed early to get the early bird, and you change your pledge, you'll still be an early bird. Don't worry. You will still be an early bird. Oh, I keep thinking 200. What is it? 225. 225. Dual core. Yes, everything in quad book plus more is dual core. Yeah. Yeah, dual core is much bigger than quad tier. But yes, everything in the quad tier is in the dual book tier. Absolutely. Dual core tier, sorry. Dual core is like quad plus 2 more books plus dice, handouts. I'm just kind of rambling here. 135? It's so close. I mean, we've got 82 minutes. Okay. Can we do it? 81 minutes now. Yeah! All right. We got there. Oh my goodness. Okay, we did it. Amazing. Woo! Okay. Someone on the team can hopefully see this. We need to get these doggos off the leash. You know what I mean? Boom! Get these ropes off here. This is done. Dog explosion. Okay. Okay. So now I can go on here. Right, we absolutely did it. That's absolutely soon. We do not have any more stretch goals, guys. I'm sorry. We don't have any more. Like we're just sitting in. Like we're just chilling. I like we didn't think we'd get. You know, like I was hoping for $1 million. You know what I mean? We pushed it like I got nothing else. I'm out of. And to be honest, we've done an amazing thing. We don't need to grasp anymore, right? We don't need to stretch. We've done enough stretching for goals. The goal from here can just be, let's see where we can land. We don't need to push. We might be able to beat Ryoko's one by $1 million. That's a really good goal. And that to get to that, we need 4,332,000. Okay. Now let me go and sort out this backer kit nonsense once and for all. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well, it's cool. It's fun to be here with you guys. I mean, we should stream more. It is really fun whenever I do it. It's really fun. But yeah, it's really good. It's okay. We still have an hour and 20 minutes too. It's crazy. And you know, the crash at the start as well was we're kind of like 20 minutes behind all the time. If anyone in chat is in the Loot Tavern call, can you tell Max to check his messages for me? Thank you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's there. Okay. Got you. Oh, we're doing this really well. We're surviving. Do. I feel like, again, just being silent. I'm just sending updates to the team as I do this again. But if you, I mean, like, D&D is an imagination-based game, so you can imagine that I'm good at my job, right? Like, and that I'm being really interesting. We did it, guys. I think, you know, we talk a lot about the challenges in life for third-party publishing. And I think one of the biggest challenges of third-party publishing when you're working on a project like this is dealing with me. and like my incompetence. is astonishing. Like the things that I will mess up, and the stupidity at play. We're talking like levels of frustration and challenge that a normal person could not handle. So when I say that this is the best team on earth, I really mean it. Because they're not only dealing with the challenge of making a project, they're dealing with, the challenge of making a project with one of the design leads literally being a moron. For real, though, it's amazing. Okay, but we did it. We did it. Okay, and that's a Roll for Combat. It's great to see you. I did Roll for Combat. I did back Battle Zoo Eldamon Legends on Kickstarter. I've backed it. So you should have seen that. I don't know if it came through, but I gave you guys a back. And I'm glad to see it's doing really, really well as well. I'm really happy. But if you go on my... Will it show you my backed campaigns? Does it show backed projects? Can I see backed projects? Like, is this public? Oh, it's private. You can't see what I've backed. Oh, that's annoying. I thought that'd be a really good way to, like, promote people. I've been backing people because I'm like, yo, this is cool. Everyone will be like, I've been backing stuff being like, oh man, people will see that I backed this and they'll be like, yo, this is awesome. But apparently you can't see. Well, back Eldamon Legend, everybody. That's also a really good project. But there's so much great stuff this year. This is going to be a big year. That's what I was saying before. It's not just about Legend of Avantris. It's not just about Pony Hat being like massive, which they will be. Not that Eldamon Legends is small, actually. I think that's huge too. It's in the many hundreds of thousands already. Same with Kibbles Tasties. And Althea, which came out earlier this year. There's been some insane ones. I can change my settings to make that public. I will do. I'll look into that. I'm not going to log in on a public stream, just in case. But I'll do that at some point. So y'all can peek into the crazy. You can see what Kickstarter I get for my nephew's shoes. Damnation! Yeah! That looks... Damnation got in touch. And they were like, yo, can we do a... shout out for shout out, and I was like, this looks amazing. But we're doing the Sick Children's. I was doing the Sick Children's Trust shout out, which is obviously, far more important. Unfortunately, I say I support third party content creation, and I do, but I support the Sick Children's Trust more. So I couldn't do it, but yeah, Damnation looked amazing. And there's I saw that Mega Dungeon month on Backakit. Yeah, loads of people are doing that. So there's stuff out there. If you want cool stuff. There's always someone amazing you can give it to support who are, small, otherwise, quote unquote, small. And generally speaking, the smaller the person in terms of like as an industry person, the further your money will go. There's only one Ryoko's Warlock subclass. It's the Shinigami Warlock from Ryoko's Guide, which is a very cool subclass. It's all about puppeteering the dead. Very cool. Yoshinori Frank, one of the lead mythologist for Ryoko's Guide 1, and co-lead mythologist for Ryoko's Guide 2 alongside Tori, worked in like a minor capacity, worked on the Death Note anime for localization, I believe. So it was very cool to do a Shinigami themed Warlock with Yo. I didn't back the Dungeon Crawler Carl TTRPG because I've never read the books, and there's so many TTRPGs I need to play, but I'm certain I'll end up playing it at some point. You know who I bet did? Colby. I bet Colby did. He loves those books. That's D4 Deep Dive. Boring Madman. I don't know if it'll ever be on D&D Beyond. I hope so. But if you'd like it to be on D&D Beyond, if you go to the FAQ tab, you can go here and you can send them this message using this link, and that basically tells their support team that you want it on D&D Beyond, and then maybe they'll put it on D&D Beyond. The only thing, like I say, I think it would be great on D&D Beyond. I know a lot of people only use D&D Beyond, and it would be nice for them to access it. And as I've said before many times, I would like that very much because I would give 100% of any earnings through D&D Beyond to charity. Oh, Pony Hat's here. Is Pony Hat back? Did you reach your last stretch goal? We did. We smashed it, in fact. We shattered the stretch goal. 9,000 over. We did it with over an hour left. So we're not stretching for anything anymore. We're just enjoying the ride. And we're like, how far can we go? I'll stretch after this, actually. This is a lot of sitting down for me. I have a standing desk, and I need to I need to organize my setup that I can make it stand again. Because at the moment, I've plugged everything in, and my cables are too short. So it's just a normal desk. I just paid $900 for a normal desk. But yes, we're very close to 18,000 backers, which puts us above. Like 1.6 times your pre-followers is the absolute best a campaign should do. And we're going to do, like, better than that. So this is an unbelievable follower turnout, actually. So even in the absolute best possible projection, which we would never have done, this is still enormous. You would never speculate on anything like this. This has been absolutely incredible. I can get the exact number of pre-backers we had, actually. Let me take a look. Project followers. Pre-followers, pre-launch followers was actually this many. 1.328. Okay, so there you go. So in theory, the absolute best you would ever expect running the numbers is 18,124. So actually, we'll probably be pretty much bang on. Maybe a little under. Which, when you think about it, is quite interesting. Because it's a little alarming how well, now that I've done a few Kickstarters, you can predict how a project's going to do. It's actually kind of, it's like, oh no, you can't account for like human nature, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be different. It's like, actually, no, you run those statistics and you're right every time. Which is astonishing when you think about it. It's freaky. Wait, is that still open? Joran Vandrup? Yeah, the Kickstarter's still going. There's 70 minutes left if you want to get it. 70 minutes left. Hey, nice. Yeah, everyone with everyone who procrastinates way too much are just coming in right at the end. Yes, a basket size of $240 per person is ridiculous. Just 1 hour. How much longer on the... It's literally 70 minutes left on the Kickstarter. Just at the top here. 69 minutes now. That's a funny number, right? 69? That's what the kids say. 6-9. Yes, 7 more backers to 18,000 as well, which is a great... Yeah. My favorite class in D&D is the Warlock, if you're going by the main classes. I'm sure that there's a third-party class which blows it out of the water, but I haven't played enough to know. And I do really love the Bender, but I don't think you can say your own class is your favorite. That feels ridiculous. Yeah, sorry. Again, I didn't set up the green screen today. Let's have a look. I know Antonio is here. Is your next stretch goal to use your green screen as a green screen? Yeah, if I can afford it, bro. If you want to hop on a call at some point, Antonio, let me know. Or Pointy Hat. I should use your stage name. If you want to hop on a call, let me know. We can chat about... Have you announced the name? I'm pretty sure you announced the name, right? Of yours? I don't want to spoil it. Let me know, at the very least, Pointy Hat, let me know if I can talk about your Kickstarter by name. Oh, Real Shadow says they're a Bard fan. I was thinking about this just today. I was like walking downstairs this morning, and I was like, you know, thinking about what is my favorite class, because I was kind of predicting questions that might come up. I was like, yeah, I put the Bard really low on my class tier list in terms of my favorites. I put it really low. Okay, yeah, hop on for 5 minutes in 5 minutes. That sounds awesome. And I was thinking about it, like, I was like, there's just not really that many Bard subclasses that I really like by Wizards. In terms of core books, there's nothing that really grips me. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I think because of that, my bards are really good. I actually really like the College of Masks bard is the bard that I made for Ryoko's 1. There's actually 2 bards in Ryoko's 1, because Max made a bard called the College of Pyrotechnics. Or it might have been called the College of... it might have actually got like a proper name. I think Pyrotechnics was just the working title we used. It was the College of Hanabi. Yeah, so Max made the College of Hanabi bard, and I made the College of Masks bard. Not to play favorites, but I think the College of Masks bard is awesome. And then the bard we made for Ryoko's 2, Forbidden Myths, which was suggested by Erin, who is new to the team, but incredible writer. They are absolutely awesome. And they are doing a lot of consultancy for content from Korea. They suggested a class around like Korean ceramics. So we have the ceramics bard in Ryoko 2. And upon working with Erin to make that is an awesome subclass. In fact, that might be my favorite subclass so far. That is really cool. It's not been properly released. The like pre-alpha version is out on my Patreon, but the College of Ceramics Bard is really cool, and I love that. And then I was thinking, recently I did a Bard subclass on Patreon, the College of... pull them up. Let me pull it up, rather than just scrambling at like the completely fried memories of my like dilapidated brain. What was it called? College of Weaving Bard. No, actually, no. I mean, the College of Weaving Bard was cool, but that's not the one I was thinking about. Where are you? Come on, bards. I did an awesome bard. Where are you? Well, whatever. You get the idea anyway, guys. You get the idea. Point is that, like, I don't normally like bards that much, but for some reason, I like the couple that I've made. You'd think the bards that I would make would be like some of my least favorite subclasses, because I'm not like a huge fan of the bard core class. But actually, I love the bards that I've made. 18,000! Woo! College of Fidget Spinners. One day. 18,000 backers with 65 minutes left to go. And we have, what's the word I'm looking for? We are owed 20 minutes. 22 minutes by Kickstarter. We're owed 22 minutes because they crashed. I did think it would be really funny. My toxic trait is wishing that funny things happened instead of good things happened. I did think it'd be really funny if we looked like we were going to be the biggest ever, and then Kickstarter crashed, and we weren't, and we were like a couple of dollars off. That would be hilarious. And I was like, oh, that would be funny, though. That would be a cool story. Because who cares who's the biggest Kickstarter of all time? You want cool stories. You want stories that you can tell around a fireside in 30 years' time. And that would be a cool story. But whatever. Crashing Kickstarter at all was a big honor. Let's see. You know, to be honest, if we crashed it, I bet it'll crash again. Actually, unless they work on the I don't know how. I don't know how the internet works. They get a few more, Oompa Loompas in there, stirring the fires and stuff. 4-3. That's ridiculous. How did we go up 14,000 in like 16 minutes? We go up nearly 1,000 a minute. That's unreal. I guess it's the final countdown, though. Should we play the final countdown and get demonetized? We'll play the final countdown later by Europe. Yes, they need more capacity on their load balancer. Exactly. Oh, yeah, the punch-out tokens are so cool. If people want to see punch-out tokens, what they look like, let me know. I'll go get them. Because I've got some just in the next room from Ryoko's One. They're one of my favorite add-ons. Absolutely. They're so cool. Yeah, I mean, that's funny that you say the Way of Asura Monk, because that's who it's based on, right? Like, the aspect of Asura is in Ryoko's One. Let's see if I can find him. I'm pretty sure he's in... Yeah, he's in Ryoko's One. He's not in Wrath of the Kaiju. Yeah, my toxic trait, my own book. I've got a lot of toxic traits, you guys. My own book, just use the freaking contents page. 304. He'll right at the beginning. Page 304. To be honest, this is what I was saying before. The monster design in Ryoko's One, mechanical monster design, some of the best ever. But there is, I hope can you guys see that? Okay, you'll have to let me know because I can't see my own stream. But yes, Aspect of Asura is in Ryoko's One, and he's one of the best ones. Yes, the Spell Swallow feature, which actually we kind of borrowed for the pig, now that I think about it. But essentially, you can... the cool thing about the Aspect of Asura, right, is if someone casts a spell, he can attempt to swallow that spell. So it's like counterspell, right? It's a reaction. But instead of counterspelling the spell, what happens is their spell still goes off like normal, but he casts that same spell as a reaction. So what he essentially does is double spells. He doesn't stop your spell with counterspell, which I think is quite boring. What I did was I gave him a double spell feature. So it's like, boom, you cast Fireball, now there's 2 Fireballs, and he's sending one at you. So awesome. Whereas the pig Zodiac Dragon has a Spell Swallow feature as well, but that's more like a traditional counterspell, except he literally eats the spell and he gains hit points. I know. What's the new stretch goal? We don't have one. We're out. We're done stretching. Void Sea, I didn't have anything to do with Void Sea. Looks amazing. It was an awesome project. One of the first Kickstarters to break $1 million in many years in 5e. But I didn't have anything to do with Void Sea, apart from I promoted it, obviously, because I love Loot Tavern. And I will always shout out Loot Tavern. The Oniborn are coming back, yes, because the Oniborn have 2 new subspecies. The yellow Oniborn and the black Oniborn. The lion turtles are not coming back. The lion turtles are in Ryoko 1 and they're not in Ryoko's 2. It's all new content in the new book, so we're not repeating anything. If something from Ryoko's 1 is coming back, it's because it's getting more material for that subspecies. I don't think there are many repeats. In fact, now that I'm thinking out loud, it's literally just the Oniborn who are coming back again with new subclasses. There's no new Tengu. Because honestly, we were pretty thorough with Ryoko's 1. We didn't do things by half. The Oniborn is the only one where there's really a cultural impetus to return, because there are different colored Oni in Japanese mythology, and they do behave differently. So, yeah. There's no new, what's the word? Sorry. There's no Kitsune in Ryoko's 2 either for that reason, right? Despite the fact Ryoko is the main character. Her playable species in Ryoko's 1. But what there is actually in Ryoko's 2 is... there is a character sheet so you can play as Ryoko. So we unlocked at 4.2 million pre-made character sheets. So I love these for teaching new players, honestly, but they are very fun. But I love them for teaching new players. But you know, you can just play Ryoko, and you can just play as Heliana. You can just roll them right into an adventure. So if you get the book and you're like, I don't want to make a character, or I'm teaching you players how to play, and we just want to get going immediately, then you can just grab the pre-made character sheets and just play with them. But also you'll get these like beautiful custom designed by Emmett Baim. I hope, Emmett, I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. I only met Emmett properly the other day. Emmett Baim. But Old Oak Games. Anyway, absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's really fun. I'm just gonna keep checking. Hey, just 6, nice. All right, we in and out. Good. Kickstarter page. Okay, I'm not missing anything. I'm just checking up on the team, making sure. Oh, that's cool. See you. I have 4 nephews. All of them are amazing, but I haven't seen 2 of them in a couple of months because of how busy I've been. I'm seeing them on Saturday. I can't wait. Jacob and Owen, if you're listening, I can't wait to see you, okay? I'm really excited. I love you loads, okay? And I hope you had a wonderful Easter holidays, too. It's nice to be off school for a few weeks. I remember that. I liked school. Not everyone likes school, but I really liked school. And I still loved my Easter holidays. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Kids are the best. Kids are the best, 100%. Absolute miracles. You don't really appreciate it until you have them in your family. I certainly didn't. I was like, I was never someone. Some people I know are like, I don't like kids. I was never like that. I always like kids. Kids are great. I grew up as a musician. I've got my master's degree in music, and part of that involved teaching. Usually I just cover for other drum tutors, so I know how to kind of be around kids and deal with kids. I always thought kids were fine. I just treated them like adults. You know, I was like, I just talk to them as you talk to anyone else. But only when you really have children in your very close family and you get to see them grow up do you realize how incredible they actually are. Really, really wonderful. And they keep you young too, in their way. The things they come out with and the slang that you miss. It is crazy that the tutors were drunk and I had to cover for them. Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's the thing about music school as well. It's not uncommon to be better than your tutors at one instrument. So I was always like, man, I could teach this. But yeah, I gave music lessons from my friends because if I hadn't started YouTube, probably I'd be a professional musician. And that would probably involve teaching in some capacity, as it often does. It'd be a fun job. Yeah, we're in the last hour. 57 minutes to go. So we can listen to American Pie by Don McLean once. Do you guys get it? Because it's a long song. It goes on forever, right? That's a great song. That's my sort of topical humor. Is music from the 60s. D&D Shorts gamer stops when? I don't know. I'm very suspicious. You know, I'm very suspicious of any brand who sponsors everybody. You know what I mean? Like Raid Shadow Legends, NordVPN, Gamer Subs. If they're sponsoring everyone, their marketing strategy is not being good. It's being omnipresent. So I'm always very dubious. And honestly, that being dubious paid off. Because, what? Hold up. How did Ryoko's 1 do? We're very close to being 1 million bigger than Ryoko's 1. 3,327,000. Oh, okay, we've got some time. We've got time. We might beat this. I mean, you can see the difference. It's kind of interesting to put them side by side, isn't it? Actually, now I look at it. You can see Ryoko's was a much more... The Helliana influence and the development of the art over the last 3 years. Ryoko's 1 was way more pastel-y and muted, actually, in hindsight. You don't really notice it initially when you're looking at Helliana Ryoko's guide. But when you compare them, you can see this is way higher contrast, way more vibrant. Which is actually really interesting to think about. Yeah, it's so much more pastel-y. Oh my goodness. I've never actually, like, just put them side by side like that. That's kind of the evolution of the style, I guess. It pops more now. But they both have their charm. I mean, I really like Raiko. I really like him. Legends of Avantris are here! No way! We were just talking about you! I was predicting that you'd do up to 10 million in the first 3 days. So don't make me look like a fool, you guys. Neon Odyssey needs to crush. It will crush. I can't wait. I literally can't wait for it. It's going to be so awesome. We were literally talking about you earlier. Legend of Avantris, everybody, a small YouTube channel. You will not have heard of them, but I promise they got some. I think that, you know, I think they might make a name for themselves one day if they really work hard. Absolutely goated. Wonderful people too. I know I say that a lot, but it's worth remembering. Wonderful people, Legends of Avantris. Like, the people in this community are good. They're not just good at their jobs. They're good people. Legends of Avantris helped with Power Word Meal. Which, again, that's my barometer for how awesome you are. If you're helping feed children who need food, you're a legend. Yeah, let's do it. Boo, boo, boo. I think Pony Hat might be joining in a second, so I might need to turn the music down. But yeah, let me know. Oh, there they are again. Nice. Yeah. Except Kyle and Marty. Yes, you gotta remind me, because I block Kyle and Marty from my brain. I'm not trying to think about the Dungeon Fellas on a nice day. Can we not talk about the Dungeon Fellas, guys? I was in such a good mood. And you brought them up. And now I'm like back down here. I'm back down here, okay? Because I'm remembering that they exist. It's infuriating. I love the Dungeon Dudes, obviously. They're you know, amazing people. And also their whole crew is awesome too. I know a lot of the Dungeon Dudes behind the team. No, people are joking. It's a joke. That's the thing. Yeah. No, I'm kidding, Danny Cole. The thing about making jokes like that is that there's always going to be sort of... People are more earnest than you think, I think, is what I've learned being on the internet for a while, is that you can make jokes that to you feel super obvious. And there's going to be like 20 or 30% of people that just don't get it. Because they're and it's not that they're stupid. It's not that they're naive. They're just earnest. They just believe you when you say things. So... You kind of like, even if you're really exaggerating, they actually get worried and upset. So I basically you have to be like, either you say I am a comedy content creator, don't take anything I say seriously, or you have to be serious. I think when you try and make jokes without really making it clear, you just end up upsetting people. I don't want to upset anybody. Who do I think has the best early backer dice? Mythosology. I mean, Neon Odyssey's dice are beautiful. Neon Odyssey. Again, Neon Odyssey's dice are beautiful. Where are they? Show me the free dice. It's on there. It's on their thing. Yeah, there they go. They are beautiful, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I prefer the Blue Crystal Myth. Call me Heisenberg. Call me Heisenberg. Because I'm all about that Blue Crystal Myth. I love these designs. So cool. So yeah, no. Blue Crystal Myth, in my opinion. Yeah, the Neon Odyssey dice are awesome too. And remember, it's not a competition. I know I say that a lot, but it really isn't. We're all on the same side. Third-party publishing is a collective. Every project makes the next one bigger. Yeah, they are awesome. I am the one who knocks. Yeah. The Blue Crystal Myth are really fun. You good to go? I'll ask Antonio if he's good to go. And I can't wait for Neon Odyssey. I can't wait for Pointy Hat's Kickstarter. I can't wait. I mean, I don't know if this is going to happen, but, okay, cool. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I really hope Ginny ED makes a Kickstarter too. Because I like, Ginny does so much cool content around not only D&D, but other games these days. And I bet, oh my goodness, we're getting super chats. And I think Ginny would do an amazing Kickstarter. Same with Willowares too, actually. Being your types of problem videos. Thanks so much, Butterfly, for the $10 super chat. I will remember guys, as well. I do really appreciate the super chats. They are 50-50 to charity. It's really nice, but probably the best thing to do if you want to support is just donate to the charity directly. It's really nice. I do appreciate it, and all of this does go to the charity. The live stream earnings count for the charity. It's not separate. But if you want to support, you can support charities directly too. But this message is from me and my group of 27 players, both of players and DMs. We're eagerly awaiting to start new campaigns using your book. We hope to see you back and take care of it. Thanks so much, Invader. That's awesome. Invader Mrs. 77 or Invader Ms. 77. Yeah, that's really kind. I hope you guys love it. And there's already free adventures out there. So if you're waiting to start adventuring, you can go to free playtest materials. And this is, you can already use the Kaiju Summoning Light mechanics, and you can already play the Synaptic Shiver. And there is even another free adventure on my Patreon too, if you want to become a backer. That's in addition to the regular Patreon content. So all of this content is free. If you want a little taste of Mythosology before Mythosology, and you want to get playing right now, this will get you 3 or 4 sessions. Okay, I'm going to see if Pointy Hat's ready to jump on. I'm just going to mute the music, and then I'll turn it back up. As and when. I'll turn it right down first. Doo-doo-doo. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, there you go. Okay, can chat hear you? That's the question. Can chat hear Pointy Hat?
Chat, if you can hear me, say you can't.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Make it real confusing. There was music for a while. The chat is like a couple of seconds behind, so they might need to wait for us. Not so far. No hat. Oh my goodness. So, wow. Okay, everyone's saying, oh no, very quiet. Not really. But someone says, oh, they can probably only hear you through my speaker. But you should be playing through... I know why. I know why. I'm just gonna... Okay, I got it. I got it. Speak.
I speak.
Okay, that should be do it. Yes. Okay, I'm pretty sure people will be able to hear it in a second. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's good to see you, man. Like, are you just
good
working?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Guys, if you can hear me, say your favorite color right now.
Yeah, they're all speaking. There he is. There he is. There's the boy.
Here okay. I am.
Here he is.
Thought you could use some help. It seems like it's not going good for you.
It's not going well at all. No. I was floundering out there.
Thought I would do some charity.
Yeah, no. Well, we are. Yeah, okay, we're good. Let me know if that is. Yeah, people are saying their favorite colors, so that's good. Yeah. Well,
my
we were talking
about orange.
Like we were talking about Kickstarter, and I was saying, have you announced the name of your Kickstarter yet? You have.
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Do you want to announce it again so people know?
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about my Kickstarter. I want to talk about yours. My Kickstarter's name is Wild Hearth.
Wild Hearth. So Wild Hearth. There you go.
So, oh my god, everyone's going crazy. Oh my god.
Are you aiming for end of this year, right? Like September, October.
September.
Okay, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, but
yeah,
we
it's
don't
gonna.
have to talk about that. I would rather talk about Mythosology, Ryoko, and Heliana's guide.
Well, yeah, but
Is that
I've
how
been
is
thinking
the
about those nonstop. I just want to tell the story first. So, we were messaging back and forth about the name for Pointy Hat's Kickstarter, right? We were just chatting about it, and he tells me, "Oh, my Kickstarter," and he says, "Hearthflame." Right? My Kickstarter Hearthflame, which was originally option for the name. And I was like, bro, that is the name of a Pokemon. You can't name your Kickstarter after a Pokemon. This is a true story. Antonio, confirm. I'm not lying.
100%.
Yeah.
It did 100% happen like this. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, Antonio is you play Pokemon a lot, right? Like,
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. I love Pokemon too. I was mad into it as well. And I was like, bro, you're gonna like, the SEO on that is gonna be destroyed by Ogerpon Hearthflame. Can you imagine Antonio makes the most kick-ass Kickstarter ever and it does nothing? Because everyone who Googles it gets taken to Bulbapedia.
To Bulbapedia.com. Yeah, I did not even, Ogerpon. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. And that is my favorite Pokemon game. I just completely forgot.
It's the newest one, Scarlet and Violet, isn't it? Pokemon. Yeah.
It used to be Ruby and Sapphire. Are there Ruby and Sapphires in Mythosology? Heliana X Ryoko's Guide to Mythosology, Track, Hunt, Craft, and more?
Yeah, and the and more includes Rubies and Sapphires.
Got it.
There's less. You know, this is actually
human familiar. Where's the hat? This is the hat speaking.
Yeah, this is the actual hat. I do not converse with the man behind the hat.
Yeah,
my relationship with the man behind the hat is purely sexual. My relationship with the hat is purely.
Well, I wouldn't. Well, hold on now.
I was gonna say, people doing like Pokemon in D&D is an idea that I think every single D&D designer has at some point, and they're like, this is genius. This is gonna get so, like, whether it's for a YouTube video, whether it's for a project. I mean, Eldamon is doing it right now, to be fair, and it's doing great, but I feel like everyone has that idea, and I've never seen it like take off as much as you'd think. I really mean that. Like, I've never seen like.
I have a fun story about this.
Okay, yeah,
which I think is a very funny story.
Yeah.
Back when the world was new, in the very beginning of my channel, Scarlet and Violet was coming out, and I have always been the worst at YouTube. And one of the many ways in which that manifests is I never release anything like on time that is current, like, you know what I mean, like a thing that is supposed to, like, a thing that has something to do with what's going on right now, you know. So I was like, for the first time, I'm gonna do a video about running D&D. Like having Pokemon on D&D, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon is the biggest franchise of all time. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to time it so it's the release date of the newest Pokemon game. And I made that video. I drew a ton for it. Final illustrations, Pokemon holding little weapons. It was incredible.
I remember
I did a really good job. Don't worry, I'm not glazing myself. You'll see how this ends. So I released that video and I sit down on my couch to play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And you know what I was thinking? And I was talking to my friends about this. Not Will, my actual friends. And I was like, man, what am I gonna do when this video gets past 3 million billion views and I have to become a Pokemon YouTuber? Everyone will be so upset, but then so many of my subscribers will be Pokemon now. They won't mind because I will have to become a Pokemon channel. And then my editor, who has access to all my analytics, we're best friends, messages me and she's like, what are we gonna do? And the hubris of this is she said that, and I was like, oh, it's working amazing. It's doing incredible numbers.
Oh, right. What are we gonna do? Yeah.
Worst performer ever. The worst performing video that I have ever released is that one.
I can see, 260,000 views in 3 years for Pointy Hat. For a Pointy Hat video is like low. It sounds insane to say that's low, but it's true. For some reason, Pokemon in D&D does not hit the way you would think. Every time it's like,
because it's RPGs. They're both
RPGs. It's the biggest franchise of all time. I feel like a lot of people growing up in the Pokemania generation, like in their 30s, play D&D. So you'd think it would be massive, but it's interesting.
It does not work.
But Eldamon.
I mean, maybe it does work, and I'm just bad at it. But man, you could have not, like, you couldn't tell me.
No, I agree. I'm surprised. What we've done is a few Pokemon inspired thing. So it's more about like sprinkling Pokemon references, as you would with any cool thing. You reference things that you love, right? So people who know Pokemon, this guy is a sort of a reference to Caesar, and this guy's a reference Caesar or Scissor. Yeah. This guy's a reference to Ceruledge.
Sarah Lich from Scarlet and Violet. Best Pokemon game.
Contemporary one. Yeah, so we have definitely cheeky little references, but like you don't need to like love Pokemon to think they're cool monsters. They're just cool monsters. And of course we have familiars, and we kind of lean into the catch 'em all kind of vibe, but they're just familiars. I mean, that's kind of like.
Oh, we just surpassed Ryoko's by 1 million.
Woo! All right, take that.
All right,
that's good. I mean, we're doing incredibly. Actually,
I say we. I'm getting 50%.
Yeah, literally 50%. He's in the live stream. It's
50% of everything raised
project
goes to me, and then the rest is to make the book.
Yeah, for real.
It's to pay for this appearance.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the we've got the team collab locked in. So I mean, you got a Kickstarter coming out this year, but you're also at the UK Games Expo with me in just a few
for
weeks.
one day.
Yeah, It's coming up so soon. It's like sneaking up. To be honest, like I actually feel bad for you because you have, for someone who lives in a warm place, you've had like a really unfair exposure to England for like this year. You've been here a lot.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a lot of cold weather. I feel like people
bad
from,
weather.
Yeah, people from like Spain or the Canary Islands generally do not like England. It's like you have braved this country way more than you should.
I am tired. We need to stop meeting there.
Yeah, we
need to stop meeting.
Oh my goodness, did we just?
We can't be meeting like this.
Yeah, it's true. The stream might have just cancelled.
The stream cancel?
Maybe. Did we crash?
Did we die?
Did we crash?
I see it.
Oh, you see it? Okay, good. It's just on my end then. I was like, did we crash? Maybe not. No, okay, great, cool. Sorry about that. But yes, you're right. We need to meet either. Well, we'll meet at Gen Con, obviously, but we'll have to go back to the Canaries for maybe after your Kickstarter. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll make it a thing.
Yeah, for my birthday.
For the big day. 40 years old, man. 40 years old. For your 40th birthday, I'll be there.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
I am an ineffable being that has no age.
No, that's true. But if you were to put a number on it, it'd be 40.
No, it would not be.
Bro, yeah. That's
and if you were to put a number on your height, you would say what? 4,
yeah,
7?
Okay, buddy. Okay. Antonio's born in. He's like an autumn child. It's September.
I'm a summer child.
Oh,
am I familiar? You mean? Yeah.
September. I guess early September is actually summer, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro can't help what contradicts.
September.
Bro can't help.
Huh?
Would it kill you? Would it kill you to just be like, oh no, that's good. Yeah, I'm an autumn child.
I like it's a weird thing. I love summer so much. So yes, it would kill me. Like, I'm proud of being a summer child.
I feel you're like a summery person. You've got that like Shakespearean sonnet vibe. What's it called? Let me compare you to a summer's day. That one.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Right? That's not an English thing.
Yeah.
Sonnet 18. Yeah, Sonnet 18. Yeah. You've got Sonnet 18 vibes. Pointy hat is Sonnet 18.
That is the nicest thing that you've ever said to me. Normally, you're just mean.
No, but it's true, though. Oh. I only speak the truth.
And also, you just bypassed Heliana's original backer count.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And that was a 2020.
More backers for
that was like those early days of Kickstarter were like, the industry was bigger then. That's crazy. Yeah, Heliana's was amazing. I think, and Steinhardt's was around 18,000 as well. This was crazy.
And you passed Heliana's backer. Oh, yeah. Someone said it. Heliana. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can put that on your tombstone, Sonnet 18
absolutely.
Coded. I don't mind.
That is the nicest thing you've ever said. Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty beautiful. I am capable of like some quite romantic like literature and shit when I like lock in.
Yeah, when you're trying to smash.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, when I actually lock in, I actually do read a lot, man. I can pull some references out my.
And did you read the book that I gave you? This is a thing that riveting conversation for this.
I know everyone else is like, you reading the book? I've just finished reading James. And before I could read James, I had to read Huckleberry Finn, which is one of my favorite ever books now. And then literally, I'm going to read the Maeve's book, The Children of... I haven't started it yet.
So mine just goes dead
well,
last. Great.
You know how it is. It's like, I just read a couple of like real old school classics. I'm going to get a more contemporary in. That's my plan.
Mine is old school. Hey, Pointy Hat, do you play the Pokemon TCG? No, I don't, because it involves math. I don't play card games at all. I'm dipping my toe into Magic the Gathering for fun because so many of my friends play it.
It's everywhere at these conventions these days.
Yeah.
Like every content creator is playing it.
Dipping my toe in. I'm playing through the what do you call it? Through the like the Magic the Gathering arena thingy.
Oh yeah, they've got like a tutorial on
because
that.
You don't have to pay anything for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those platforms are good. If you don't pay, I think it's like, but it's like a gacha game, right? Like they'll get you, and then they'll get you $1,000 later.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's really good. I play Magic all the time. We proxy, so I've got like decks that are worth millions of dollars. Like
I don't know. I have been for the beginning of the stream and for the last part of the stream now. Have you talked about like favorite stuff on Mythosology for you? Like what is like your thing?
We spoke a
not
little
the thing
bit
that
about
sells. Everybody watching has already bought this book. What is your favorite thing that like not the thing that sells? For example, like I will give you one thing that I care about that does not sell copies ever. I love backgrounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love backgrounds. Yeah. Backgrounds are cool. I mean, like,
what is your
the
favorite
thing?
thing?
I think backgrounds are actually some of the last things you write because you write them.
I wrote them already for my.
Oh really? Okay. I write backgrounds right at the end because I want the background to interact directly with the various new mechanics. So you'll have like a summoning background, or like a summoner background who's going to interact directly with the finalized kaiju summoning mechanics, and I'll definitely have a background around mech building, and then another background maybe around mech piloting. So, and then we did like an element bender backgrounds kind of inspired one before. So I'll probably do one for the maker too. But yeah, I think backgrounds are one of the biggest losses moving to 2020 or 5.5e.
What? They're bigger than ever. What are you talking about?
Well, I think backgrounds now they're like kind of like you get like a different variation on 3 skills, and you get like a paragraph of lore, and you get your stats, right? Which is fine, and you get
a feat, brother.
Oh yeah, you do, but I feel like it's less evocative.
They
right?
have more
because
you
don't
have
get
more
like
lore
random.
than they did before. Backgrounds in 5e were like nothing. You feel like they're less evocative? I think that they boost them.
Yeah, maybe I'm just comparing them.
Man, and the art that they're doing for every background, like every background gets art. That's crazy to me.
Yes, yeah, that is true. I do love that every background gets art. Yeah. That is nice.
Oh no, I really like how they did backgrounds in 5.5.
Yeah.
You want to talk about something that I don't like in 5.5? Coven magic. Getting into it for maybe an upcoming video. Brother,
Wait,
what did they
magic?
do?
You mean like the circle casting stuff?
The hag stuff. No.
Oh, the hag stuff. Yeah. I mean, circle casting stuff is insanely broken anyway. I was reading it was like, wow, you can crack this like an egg. I don't know the hag stuff. That'd be cool. Oh, wait, could this be related to a certain week that's coming up soon?
It maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know.
Whoa.
We don't know, maybe. Backgrounds in 5e were just ignored. Yeah, I always felt like backgrounds were very, like in 5e, not 5.5, were very much an afterthought. But true. I think that now they feel so core to it now.
I might be, you're right. With the ability score time, I might be kind of associating like third-party backgrounds, all the Ryoku's backgrounds with all of 5e, which is not fair. But yes, Hag Week, Fey Week's going to be amazing. I was saying earlier, you might not have been here, but I was so sad that I can't be part of it this year. Because Ginny was chatting to me about it. Yeah, I know. It's lame. It's going to be a disaster without me. I don't know how you and Ginny are going to manage without me, honestly. It's like, I'm just going to be watching that like Titanic sail off, knowing what's going to happen.
You guys, like he gets money, immediately he dips. He doesn't care about the community anymore. He doesn't care about the community. We have a free event. Sorry, I'm too busy.
Yeah, I'm too busy.
Interesting.
I'm too busy to even be making my own YouTube videos. It's so sad. But I'll be back in 8 weeks.
Exciting. What can you tease the people with? Do you have a plan as to what you will be back with, other than full frontal nudity, which I don't know if you've told me yet.
You know I don't, because actually that's another thing.
Oh, sorry for spoiling
it. Not only do I need to come back, I need to come back and make content for when I arrive. What will I be back with? Probably. I had this idea that I think is going to be massive.
Okay.
Which is. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of Digimon?
No,
I want to put.
Never heard of that. I don't know what is that.
Digimon is like the biggest franchise of all time, and I thought maybe if I put Digimon in. D&D,
well, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking because we were talking about Pokemon, right? I don't know. I literally have no idea. I'll come back with the top 5 underrated sorcerer subclasses or something. It'll be the usual. I will come back with a safe video. Maybe some animated content. We're way overdue another animated video. That's for sure.
There you go.
So maybe some animated history of the outer planes, or maybe looking at some iconic, maybe Asmodeus, someone like that. Some really cool.
Brother, 30 minutes. Well, 32. But 30 minutes to go. Half an hour.
Yeah, we're in the last half hour. Yeah, it's been crazy. Let's see what we get. So we beat Ryoko's by 1 million. I mean, that's unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable.
We'll just have to see where we land. But yeah, well, it's nice to have you on, man. Can you stay or do you need to go? You said 5 minutes.
Oh, you're kicking me out? Yeah, that's all good.
No, I don't want to kick you out. It's just I don't want to be like awkward
No,
about
I
like.
think that you should. I think that you should be. It's just you and your audience for these last 30 minutes. To say see you later. You know.
To say see you later. Okay, that's very fair. Well, it's nice to have you on, bro. I'll see you soon. I mean, we'll chat. I'll chat you soon. Yeah, I'll hit you up. Okay. I'll send you some saucy pictures.
Okay, you guys. I hope you enjoy Mythosology. And I'll see you later.
Catch you later, bro.
Congratulations, incredible success, as I've told you in private 7 times.
No, you're the best, man. Thanks, and you're absolute killer as well. Absolutely killer. You know that, though. I'll send you the stats soon. All right, I'll see you in a bit, man.
Okay. Bye.
Yo. Pointy being pointy, hey? Goated creator, goated guy. Absolute legend. Yeah. Nice guy. And you would never believe. 43 years old. You would never believe it. Okay. Pointy Hat's also great because he, oh, let me turn that down. Also introduced me to some of my favorite people in the space as well. So, yeah, I got a lot of really good friends. That's a wonderful thing about meeting people, right? Because not only you meet someone who's really cool, but then they have loads of people, they have loads of people that, like they know who are also really cool, and then you just expand outwards. It really is a great community. And actually, Retcrom, I was kidding about the Digimon thing, but now that you mention it, I actually think Digimon probably would work better than Pokemon in D&D. I mean, I'm kidding around about being 43. I'm just playing with because bro is young, and he's like 3 months older than me, so I constantly make fun of him for being old because we're the same age. But I actually do think Digimon might work better than Pokemon in D&D because you essentially would have like a companion that wasn't constantly getting stronger. It would be something that changed strength maybe to suit the tier that you were fighting. I don't know. It might be a bit complicated actually, but there's something there. I remember constantly that that Digimon was the better anime growing up. I remember that. We watched as a kid on English TV, and we couldn't afford Sky, so we didn't get the American channels. There was something called CCTV. It was like Children's ITV. CITV, that was called, yeah. And we had Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Digimon. And Yu-Gi-Oh was the best. Digimon was the second best, and Pokemon was by far the worst in terms of anime when I was growing up. So I was more of a Digimon kid, but the Pokemon games rock, and the Digimon games were terrible, so... yeah, I mean, the monster tamer introduced in Heliana's Guide. Oh, Digimon has its own fan system. That's amazing. Thanks so much, Twilight Researcher. I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up. That'd be so cool. But yeah, we'll be at Gen Con this year. I don't know if I'm gaming with... I'm certain that Pointy Hat and Ginny will be doing a live game for the Legends Society at either Gen Con or PAX this year, guaranteed. I don't know if I'll be part of it, though. They'll have to... They would invite me, I'm sure, if they want me there. I'd do it in an instant, though, but there's a lot of people they could invite, right? Like, they can't just have the same guests on all the time. But yeah. Let's see. I mean, we're at 4336. I mean, I don't really know what to say. It's hard to find the words, isn't it? I think that's increasingly what I've learned. As someone who speaks or shouts for a living, you'd be pretty amazed at how quickly, when it comes to being earnest, you wind up without anything to say. It's not really something you can put words to. Obviously, this money is not money. I mean, I know Antonio was kidding about, like, you got all this money, but this money goes into a bank account in America, and then we use it to make the books. And I think you can tell, if you see the books, that the money goes on the books. You know. I mean, that was a random page. I'm not joking. Like, open it to literally a random page. I mean, actually, to be fair, this page, you got the weapon mastery mechanics, but, like, everything... Random page, you know? So it goes right back into real artists, real musicians, real voice actors. Yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, Monster Tamer. Yeah, but the Monster Tamer is absolutely Pokemon/Digimon coded. For sure, that's the primary sort of popular culture reference. But of course, these stories have existed all throughout time. You know, there's mythological characters from all across history who have companions who fight alongside them. But yeah, very cool. Yes, art is by far the most expensive part of the project, I would say. Even the animation, it was obviously very expensive, but like, animating is expensive, editing is expensive, but I'd say, like, our art budget is 6 figures, and like very significantly in the six figures. And it only goes up each time. But in like an AI coded world, I think that choosing humanity is an act of rebellion these days. And I am a rebel at heart. I do love to do it. And how could you not? Again, I mean, have you seen the artists? I mean, have you seen them? Like, you know, let's Ongjin's here too. Ongjin. We looked at Alexa earlier. Fans amazing. You know, I mean, it's hard to blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, it's hard to not. I mean, it's all mythology stuff actually, because we've been working him so much. Oh my goodness, Instagram. Wow, what a garbage website, guys. Meta, absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. It will not let you even browse without trying to get your information. But yeah, like these guys are unbelievable. And there's more artists too, so I can't go through them all. There's so many. And Aho, I will just show you one more. It's not all just static art either. Aho is this animation stuff, but I can't look at it because I'm not logged in. So thanks to Zuckerberg. You think the Kickstarter will land on 4,444? That's crazy. That would be amazing, but aren't we only at 4.3 right now? Yeah, I mean, going up another 100,000 in 25 minutes would be ridiculous. I think we might just hit 4,350. That would be incredible. But I think 4.4 is going to be too much. I don't think we can do 60,000 in 25 minutes. I mean, that's like 60,000 in 25 minutes. That's like day one kind of numbers. I mean, I think we did 500,000 in the first hour. So, you know, like, you know, you get a lot of backers in the first hour, but final day, it's a bit slower. Yes, Loot Tavern has surpassed over 70 contributors. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I haven't read any Cosmere books, no. I've heard they're great, though. They're really popular, right? Like, I'm sure they're popular for a good reason. What do I recommend getting extra? The monster tokens or the 2 other monster books? I would say the 2 other monster books contain more stuff. The monster tokens are amazing if you're playing live. Okay, they're both really good add-ons. What do I recommend? It depends what you want to do. So if you're gonna be buying the books and running the adventures around a real life table, get the monster tokens, because they contain the tokens for every single of the 16 adventures in these books. So there's 16 adventures. They take about 3 sessions each. So that is like basically a year's worth of D&D content, and the monster tokens will give you physical minis, essentially, for a physical table for the entire year. That's really good value. If you're playing, but if you don't mind so much about having physical tokens, get the books, because the books are, I mean, that's like an additional 200 incredible monster stat blocks with incredible art that you can pull from forever. That's just an incredible resource. So it'll depend. They're both good, but if you're playing physically and that's really what matters to you, I would get the tokens. Otherwise, I get the monster books, I think. Yes, the tokens are automatically in the deluxe tier. The STL is also in the deluxe tier, yes. I will double check that. But I'm pretty certain the STL is in the deluxe tier. That's not something I've checked. Okay, no, the STL is not in the deluxe tier. The STL is in the all-in tier and the digital deluxe tier. Yeah, so you want digital deluxe. I'm pretty sure. All digital content, so it'll include the STL. Limited edition deluxe. I can't see the STL in here. Yeah, and it would be, because it's in the all-in tier. Because these are the STLs, so yeah. Oh, wait, no, maybe the STLs aren't in the deluxe bundle. My goodness. STL bundles. Are they in digital deluxe? I'm all over the place right now. I've been up for way too many hours, man. What I would do to be safe, don't get them right now. Oh yeah, wait, Forbidden Myths STL bundle. I guess not. But yeah, if you got the digital bundle right now, don't get the STLs, and you can add them on and back a kit later if you want. Better not to risk it. Better not to risk paying twice. Okay, so they're not in the digital deluxe. Cool. They're only in all-in or add-ons. That's great to know. Thank you, guys. Oh, the Discworld RPG is going to be dope. That's another great one I got to try. But yeah, it's lovely to be here with you guys at the end. 22 minutes. We'll hang around for a bit after it finishes too, to chat about stuff. Me just spreading misinformation to my backers. Oh, and Smooth's just messaged. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's going great. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I wish when did we start? We started, I think, and we'd just unlocked the dogs, right? So when this stream started 3 hours ago, no, we hadn't unlocked it. Sorry, we'd just unlocked the. When this stream started, we had just unlocked the stretch goals, please. Yep, we'd just unlocked the character sheets. It was just over 4.2. So we've gone up like nearly 200,000. Or maybe, okay, we've gone up about maybe 120,000 in just this one stream. That's unbelievable. I'm gonna miss you guys too, honestly. And DC20 is great too as well. Yeah, DC20. I mean, to be honest, the thing about DC20 is DC20 has changed so much since I saw it. That I don't know anything about DC20 anymore. That's the honest to goodness truth. Like, DC20 is definitely one of those RPGs that, like, Dungeon Coach is so involved with his community, doing his own thing and doing what they want. I feel like DC20 is a project built quite literally by the community. So I kind of don't know anything about it anymore because I think it's really gone through very dramatic changes. I haven't been following it, unfortunately. Just there's so much to follow. I have not followed it even slightly. I haven't seen any of the art for it. I haven't seen any of the writing for it. I'm sure it's coming out soon though, right? It's got to be nearly finished. Yes, King Void, this will be available for purchase in summer, but you can only get the free dice if you back within the next 20 minutes. But it will be available for Kickstarter prices on Back Again. I will be gone until June, I hope, and I'll be back in June. But yeah, it'll be fun. And then there's cool stuff coming this year. You know, I have other ideas I want to try. I really want to do Power Word Meal 2. The Sick Children's Trust charity that we did only a couple of days ago, they've already made £10,000. So that's like $14,000 from your donations. I mean, that's unbelievable. 14,000 just in a couple of days. We do so much good. This community does so much good. I say we, like I can take any credit at all. It's your bloody money that you're giving. It really makes a difference. So I will not be gone for long. Because that's really... I mean, I can't think of a better use of my time, like, than being part of all that. I mean, what could possibly be better? Oh, Chef's just messaged me. Oh, great, yes. The page... yeah. Yeah, we good. Cosmere is really big, yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. We do great things. And it's fun. Is there a way to add a deluxe scudder? Yes, Louis, you can upgrade your book cover. So if you've got the core tier and you want the deluxe books, you can upgrade your book cover to the deluxe shiny covers in Back Again. So don't worry about that. You don't have to get the deluxe tier just for the deluxe books. You can upgrade your book cover. Obviously, you just pay the difference between the books. The deluxe books are only ever printed once, and they're more expensive to make and print, but they do look amazing, and they are literally one of a kind, right? Or they're one set. I don't know if they're serialized. We might serialize them. That'd be cool. So yours is literally one of a kind then, and you can be like, yes, I am one of the 1,000 of these that were ever printed. I'm just trying to find, where are they posted? Okay, they're not posted until at the bottom. Tiers, probably. They're in here somewhere, I'm guessing. Oh man, this music's good. Octobook, it's after Octobook tier. Deluxe bundle. Here we go. Yeah, these covers. So you can't really see the, in the render, because it's just a render, you can't see them shine, but yeah, they will shine. My favorite plushie from Mythosology, I like the Mind Muncher hat the most. Unfortunately, it doesn't come across very well in this render. I think this is like, honestly, like we could have done a better job on this, but basically it sits on your head and it looks like it's eating your brain. It's really cool. This is the prototype version. In the final one, the eyes are going to be slightly more forward. And yeah, it's awesome. But Mushy's great and the owlbear is so cute. I want to give, I can't wait to get, I can't wait to get these. Antonio was asking me what's like a thing that doesn't sell books but you really like. Definitely the plushies are some of my favorite things. They're just kind of cute add-ons. Like, no one's backing Mythosology for a plushie, but I love those. And I love I love designing species. I think designing species is my favorite thing to design. I think there's so much room to really get creative and exciting things in a species. Yeah, Mushy's... he will stab you in your sleep. That's his whole point. I think we're going to hit 3.5. I think we're going to do it. We should have made that dog explosion 4.35 million. I don't know what the price upgrade is. The price increase. I think it's around $30, but I really don't know. I think that's about what it costs us. So it's probably around there. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a Mind Muncher hat when I come back. The second prototype wave should start quite soon. Mo is on holiday now. Now that the project's on, Mo, who does most of the graphic, I mean, like he's like one half of like the Loot Tavern head honchos. But he also does the manufacturing stuff. And when he gets back, I think that's one of his first priorities is to get the prototypes for the plushies ready to go. So, because we can work on those, like they're not going to change between now and feedback. So we get going on those and the dice right away and the DM screen. So yeah, maybe I'll come back with a Mind Mushy hat. How many beanies do I own? I mean, to be honest, the beanie thing is, you guys probably think I wear beanies all the time because like I'm wearing them in videos. The real reason I wear beanies in videos is because I often record late at night, and late at night, like after the sun's gone down, like 7, 8 o'clock. And because of that, I have this light here and the green screen. And sometimes the light on up there too. And if it's late at night, this just bounces, like reflects off the bald head. And it looks ridiculous. So basically you need to cover your head with something, otherwise you're going to blow out the screen, literally. I'm just too white. I'm literally just too white, you guys. The curse of the English. So yeah, you got to put something up there. So it's usually a beanie is what I get, because they're the lightest. I don't want to wear like a really heavy thing. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, it's been an incredible week. Oh, Crimsa's here. Is Crimsa here? Crimsa's here. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Crimsa, welcome. Like, hey, man. Sorry, I didn't realize you were in chat. Crimsa is one of the lead monster designers, and doubtless doing other things, too, on the project. Crimsa also checked the kaiju summoning mechanics for balance, which is good, because they were not balanced on my first pass of them. So yeah, we restructured some stuff. That's sometimes the thing when you're crafting abilities based on your children, the kaiju are my babies. Sometimes you make them a little too good because you're like, no. Bakurio's got to be really cool, man. Bakurio's got to be really cool. But we had to keep the kaiju summoning balanced, and it is balanced. It was worth it. We found great compromises. Oh, I agree entirely, Jeff. Recording. Yeah, you cannot beat the gentle rain or wind if you're bald. Oh my god, it feels like it literally getting kissed by the universe. It's amazing. It's such a cool feeling. King Void. This is actually a really good question. Can I share custom monster ideas with you in Discord? So, you probably know about this already, but basically, like when you're a publisher, you can't read other people's content that is unpublished. Because if you send me something and I read it and then I publish something similar, even if I was going to do that anyway, and it's nothing, it's just a pure coincidence, you can be like, hey, you stole my idea. Now the law around game mechanics is actually quite weird, and you probably wouldn't be able to sue me even if I did steal your idea. You probably wouldn't be able to sue because you can't copyright a game mechanic. But what you could certainly do is go on like YouTube and Reddit and Twitter and be like, look, D&D Shorts stole my idea, and I can prove it. I sent it to him here. He read it. He said it was great. And then 2 months later, it comes out in Mythosology. So I do not read anyone's content. The only exception I make is for anyone. Sorry, I read third-party content all the time. I don't read anything that's not published. The only exception is on Patreon. I do a homebrew review every month for $10 and up Patreons from the Red Dragon tier. And that is basically on the understanding that if something is similar, I tell them immediately. I can be like, yo, just so you know. And that actually happened not that long ago. Someone sent something in that was like, oh, I can't remember what it was. But they were doing a subclass that was kind of similar to another subclass I was working on for the magazine that month. I was like, this is crazy. I've actually just written a subclass kind of like this. They were different enough anyway. They were quite different, but it was like, wow. Like, that's actually really funny. No problem at all, King Void. But yeah, one has to be careful, unfortunately. You know how it is. Yeah, it'll be so much fun. I mean, honestly, Mythosology has been really fun to make. I haven't read the new Artificer stuff. It's on D&D Beyond, right? I don't use D&D Beyond, but I'm sure I'll find a way to take a look at it at some point. I like Keith Baker. I think he's a good designer. Oh, it's 2014 stuff. Dan, are you gonna leave us? Don't worry, guys. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back sooner than it feels like. I really think that. We're in April, 14 days, and we're in May, and then I'm back in June, hopefully. So it's really not that bad. Team of Louis, that's a really good idea to host a Mythosology game at Gen Con. The problem is, Gen Con, you have to book your events at Gen Con like a year in advance, so it's way too late to do that. And this is a fun fact. Mythosology was originally, we were going to put it out in September. It was originally going to be after summer, but we moved it up for a few reasons. Like there were several things that worked better on Loot Tavern's side for doing it early. And I was like, I've been writing it anyway for years, so I was like, yeah, I can just send it for 3 months. Like, you know, I can just go crazy on it rather than just kind of doing it bit by bit. I can just go like full on hardcore work mode. So you know, in the initial plan, we couldn't have done a Gen Con Mythosology, 350, by the way, woo, 350. We couldn't do it. I would never have done a Gen Con Mythosology game because it wouldn't have been out yet. It wouldn't have even launched yet. But it's good, to be honest. It's good that we came out early because Pointy Hat's coming out in September anyway. So, obviously we would have coordinated on that because we know each other, and they're, Pointy Hat's working with Loot Tavern as well on my recommendation to both of them. I'm glad I put them together. Streamer eats banana to 500 viewers. But yeah, I always say what you want to do is you want to dovetail on Kickstarter. I think the best thing to do is dovetail with other projects, because each project brings new people to the platform. They see how wonderful it is, and then they back more stuff because it's a wonderful experience. And everyone's projects are so good. That's really healthy. But if you launch literally at the same time as someone else, then you might be getting a bit like, oh, okay, come on, like, let's give each other some space, right? Otherwise, everyone's going to be trying to book the same influencer ad spots, and meta advertising is going to be on top of each other. Much better to, have a little bit of breathing room. So I think Antonio is in September. Yes, Multiphonics, though, I will say, if you guessing pre-launch 3.35 million is unbelievable. My pre-launch guess was 1.7 million, and that was because I was being optimistic. That was me being like, screw it. Let's see if we can beat Heliana's one, which was 1.7 million. So your pre-launch guess being this close is actually unreal. Nobody on the entire Loot Tavern or Ryoko's team, nobody guessed higher than 3.2 million. Nobody, and that was like the absolute highest anyone, and that they were basically joking. That was them being like, haha, what if? Hey, Jacob's here too. Thanks so much for the ad read, bro. You're the best, man. You are the absolute best. And hey, congratulations on the Calm stream as well. Jacob did an ad for Calm recently. Goated. That's another Kickstarter we haven't spoken about, is Jacob's XP level 3. What was the guy called? It was the skeleton guy. We haven't looked at this in a while. So this was an adventure book of adventures that... Oh, Kickstarter, XP level 3. Questonomicon, that's it. Yeah. So this was a book of basically like low adventures that would, in one session, get you to level 3 so you can just get the game going. I think XP level... Did you do this with Ghostfire Gaming? I think he did. I don't know if Jacob's still in chat. And they're also great guys, Ghostfire Gaming. They also do Daggerheart with... Drakenheim with the Dungeon Fellas, the Dungeon Lads. Absolutely fantastic campaign. And this guy, I always love this guy, the skeleton guy. Yeah, I remember Blonde, Jacob. I remember. Yeah, man, it's crazy to see how Kickstarters have evolved, even just in the last sort of 4 years. 3 or 4 years. It's really inspiring to... I know it sounds pathetic. It's been 3 years. But to see how far... Like, to see this still be happening, even after the D&D explosion, and even after D&D then came down. It was amazing. Yeah, R.I.P. Blonde Jacob. Well, hey, man, it's only one bottle of hair dye away. You know, Blonde Jacob could be reborn. You know, it's really amazing to see. Yeah, Questionable, absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm just going down memory lane. What was Runesmith's Kickstarter called? His was great too. The Seeker's Guide to Twisted Tavern. Wait, what? No. Is that it? I'm thinking of the wrong thing. No, that is not it at all. Is Eldermancy Runesmith? Am I going insane? It was a board game, right? Like, Runesmith, D&D. I'm literally losing my mind. Yeah. I'll find it, don't you worry. Runesmith's such a legend as well, honestly. I didn't know that Runesmith and Jacob were like besties too. Logan, and I should say, if we're using people's real names, that's me flexing my friends out there. Oh yeah, I use their real names. Absolutely. But yeah, amazing. No, because I'm sure it was with, I'm sure Runesmith was with Ghostfire. Yeah, Seeker's Guide to Enchanted Emporiums. Okay, yeah, so it is Eldermancy. I thought it was, I thought it was just Ghostfire Gaming. And then obviously Companion Quest was awesome too. That was like another one. Yeah, everyone's done one. Well, not everyone. I was going to say, I think Pony Hat's coming out with his like first one since he was famous. And Ginny is surely going to do one day, right? Like, she would just be amazing at it. I think it would do really well. Colby should do one. Eldermancy is Ghostfire. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's me just being stupid. Okay, yeah, they've just folded everything into, oh, it's $26 to upgrade your deluxe, by the way, in back kit. Awesome. Thank you, thanks, Smood. Yeah, I guess they've just folded everything into Ghostfire Gaming now. They're great guys. Again, Ghostfire Gaming helped with Power Word Meal a ton, so we love them. That's how it goes. If you help with Power Word Meal, I love you forever. Roll for Combat was here earlier, and Roll for Combat literally donated, I think $3,000. We went on a call to talk about, like, is there anything you can do to help this project out? You know, we're working with Paizo, and Roll for Combat does loads of great stuff with Paizo, and bro was like, yeah, have $3,000. It was unbelievable. 3,000 children fed, just because Stephen Glicker was, like, a legend. Unbelievable. It was great to catch you, Jacob, man. You're a legend. Thanks so much for being here. 3 minutes to go. We can sit down. It's gonna turn to seconds quite soon. Ronnie Anderson, I don't think so. Somehow, I don't think so. So we passed the 1.6 statistic. That is crazy. That never happens. But we were very close, right? So passing the 1.6 statistic is like basically a sign that we barely beat it. It is the final countdown. Yes, I'll miss you guys too, but don't worry, I'm not going away that long. But I will be utterly gone. No community posts, no YouTube shorts. I will just be on the Discord and the Patreon. But here we go, 2 minutes. 8. So I wonder if we'll, let's guess. I think we might pass 436. Yeah, 436 in 2 minutes. I could maybe see 1,000 a minute. Oh, here we go. It's down to the seconds. It's exciting. It is not too late. If anyone wants to grab those free dice, you can use the pinned link, jump in, and grab them. I'm actually feeling quite emotional. That's crazy. Oh. You know, I mean, when you really get down to it, right? We don't get that much time in life. What a miracle that I got to spend it with you guys. You know? Like, to be a small part of your lives, like, and be a small part of someone else's time with their friends. Because the D&D time I have, actually, it's not D&D, it's any game. The time I have with my friends and my family really is, like, treasure. So to be a small part of that magical moment for other people is beyond a dream come true. I would never have thought this is where my life would end up. Wow, it turns red. It turns red. 54, 53. Ah. I think, as well, I was going to say, I think this is probably the last time anyone will ever have a chance to be the biggest Kickstarter of all time. Not that it matters, right? You should focus on being the biggest Kickstarter for you that you can be in and making the best book you can. But it was nice to be the biggest ever, thanks to you guys one more time, because I think Legend of Avantris are going to bury the platform. It's going to be GG. So yeah, what an honor to have that, and the first person ever to have that honor twice. 15 seconds, guys. What an unbelievable ride. If you're backing, you gotta hit checkout pretty soon. 8 seconds, 7. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Locked in. Locked in. Woo! Okay, it's changed. We hit 4.36, so we beat that final stretch goal by 60,000. And looks like one person just snuck in at the end there. Do you see that change? Wow, 4,360,000. So we beat Ryoko's one, which was the biggest, the most funded Kickstarter of all time. We beat it by over $1 million. Oh, it's still going up. Yeah, there's still pledges kind of processing. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. What an honor. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Not just here in Mythosology if you backed, although thank you so much for that, for being here the past 5 years. What, like, you could not, even in the wildest dreams, you could never dream, you know, all the amazing things. This is just one of the amazing things I've been lucky enough to do. From, you know, we were joking earlier about, you know, Tales from Wood Creek, but that was an amazing experience. Power Word Meal, working with the United Nations, you know, 500,000 people fed. I think I put up the number in the last video, right? We had over 580,000, I think, or more. Maybe it was over 600,000. It was close. Dollars raised. Maybe it was like $575,000 raised or directly donated to charities. All from, honestly, a pretty average YouTube channel. You know, that like, you know, like just having fun with it, not taking it too seriously. Absolutely not a mastermind scheme. What an incredible honor. Let's see. Do we have the? Does it refresh? Let's have a look. There we go. Yeah, we get the new refresh thing. So what does it say? Missed the campaign? No worries. You can still grab Mythosology here along with all the extras and add-ons. So free dice are now over. But if you missed the campaign, or if you don't have it right now, but you are interested in getting it maybe a bit later, you can click this and you can get all of the same stuff at the same discounted prices until we finish pre-orders. And there's also dice sets here as well. So you can get the sharp edge resins. The Crystal Myth dice are $20. And these are all discounted too. It looks like about $10. More than 10% off, actually. 15% off, maybe. Oh, and then this is where you get the previous books. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. And then these campaign books. PDFs from the previous campaigns we got up there. Wow, they did an amazing job. Handouts, the GM screen. This is a stunning GM screen. We didn't talk about it enough. Absolutely stunning. Yes, you will have got the free. You will have got the free dice if you got the double tier. Thanks, man. Thanks, Team of Louis. Thank you. I did willed it into existence. Enderman, what do I mean goodbye? I mean I'm going away for the next sort of 8 weeks to finish writing this campaign. And then you can even get the plushies here. Like I say, we'll get a new render of the Mind Muncher because the eyes have been moved forward since then. In response to the prototype. The STL bundles are still here. We'll do an update on the board game if people are interested, along with the expansions. And then the VTTs for Ryoko's and Heliana's Forgotten Monsters. Whew. Wow, my goodness. What a month. What a month. 18,184 backers as well. Yeah, the cards are part of the card game. Oh, do you mean the card? The card cards? Yeah, the card cards are physical. So these items all appear in the books, but they're in card form. So, for example, if you find a treasure chest, you can shuffle up the cards and draw a random card, and that'll be a random item that's in that treasure. And there's sort of different variety values for each item. So you've got these item cards, Forbidden Relics, that's from Ryoko's. Tinkerer's Trove, that's from Forgotten Monsters. Forgotten Armaments are from Monsters. And Treasures of Legend, that's also from Ryoko's. So all of these, they're one of my favorite things of the cards, honestly. But yeah. Yeah, thank you everyone who was a part of this. What a journey, right? What a journey. Especially considering, and to the team as well. The team aren't here, but I can't sing their praises enough. The team. I say it like I'm not part of the team. We are part of the team, right? We're all, But again, this was scheduled for September, and we pulled it out for March. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And it didn't come at no cost either. People really crunched for this. And, you never want to have to do that. But we did, and my goodness. So yes, if you want to grab anything but you missed the campaign, you can just click this button, or you can click this button at the top, late pledge. It'll take you right there. Chef was sorting. This is what they were sorting out while I was yapping on to you guys, and they nailed it. It looks like. It looks like they nailed it. Oh my goodness, what a lucky person I am. Seriously, to get to be part of this. And this YouTube channel too, honestly. Yeah, it will be insanely awesome. It'll be insanely awesome, and it will also be insanely fast, because I'm literally leaving YouTube to make it. Yeah. Cyrilax X, it is impossible to change what is in a tier on Kickstarter. So they definitely, if they're not there, it's either a graphical glitch or they were never there. Kickstarter does not allow you to change what's in a tier after the Kickstarter goes live. So they definitely haven't disappeared. I promise. Either they weren't there or it's changed. But yeah, so that's actually an interesting point. And not many people know that about Kickstarter. It's very good. On Kickstarter, if you back, or when you create a project and you set your tiers, you can never change them. That's why if there's a spelling error, we can't fix it. The reason is to prevent Kickstarter, it's to prevent scams, basically. You can say, oh, this tier's got all this stuff in, and then at the last minute you change it and you don't have to, no. So they do not let you change anything once it's locked in. That's why, if you ever spot a spelling error in a tier list, in a tier, it's probably best not to tell us, because we can't do anything about it. Is there anything that I said we'd talk about that we didn't talk about yet? Collaborators, I guess I've just been talking about the team. Theater of the Unaligned are amazing too. They did the animation along with AO, and oh my goodness, what an amazing group of people. What a generational talent Theater of the Unaligned are. Absolutely generational talent. I forgot the Final Hour Instagram story and the Final Hour YouTube post. That probably cost $10,000. I'm sure it didn't. They know. They know. They knew it was out. Favorite videos from the last 5 years? We kind of talked about it. We talked about the feet video. Charity fundraising and donation celebration we talked about. Predictions for future Kickstarters? Yeah. I'm going to throw out, I think, let's see. Crooked Moon had a basket size of about 220. I'm guessing Neon Odyssey will have a basket size of 300. And I think they're going to get 35 times 1.4 times... I'm predicting 14,700,000 for Neon Odyssey. That's my prediction. And I think Pointy Hat, I don't know enough about his projects yet, but I wouldn't be surprised 5 or 6 million. That's my guess. Yes, I guess we have to make an... but those are my guesses for Kickstarters that we know are coming. I'm predicting 14.7 million for Neon Odyssey, and I'm predicting around 6 million for Pointy Hat. Don't tell him I said that, though. He'll get embarrassed. Yeah, okay. Yes. Will Heliana Ryoko 1 5.5 be completely new books, upgraded? Well, if you buy the versions that are out now, they're the 5e versions. But Ryoko's 1 is, when we get round to it, it's not like top of our list to do, but it's happening. Ryoko's 1 is getting a 5.5e conversion as a PDF. So you will be able to buy that at some point in the future. I don't know when. Ryoko's monster alignments are absolutely not tied to their type. No. Yeah, you absolutely have good aligned yokai, Fae and yokai. I don't know if we have any good aligned fiends. Did I make any good aligned fiends? But we certainly do have we have a lot of very different yokai. Yeah, we've got a lot like elementals. Yeah. Celestials mostly good, undead mostly bad, but there's definitely like for example the Onryo are lawful evil, right? But really they could be lawful neutral, honestly. No, they're not tied to their creature type. A lot of the yokai are neutral and chaotic, but not always. Absolutely not always. There are a lot of fiends. Yeah, the Karori. Whoops-a-daisy. Karori is a yokai. That's a fiend that is unaligned. It's not evil. It's more like a bestial fiend. Does not have an alignment. Isn't he adorable? He's probably one of my favorite arts that I've ever been a part of anything. And Tori, the consultant for the Chinese like history, is designed that creature. But actually, I've been told that I can do something cool. Check this. So we've announced that Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms is going to be upgraded to 5.5e. But what I don't think we've announced yet is that Heliana's Guide is going to get a 5.5 edition, and it's a reprint. So it's literally getting designed and reprinted for 5.5e. And remember, every time we do a new book for 5.5e, it is still compatible for 5e. We make it compatible for both. So it's a remaster, but it is compatible for both. And you can see exactly how we do that on the free playtest materials. Everything that works differently in 5e or 5.5e, we put a little text box on the side, and we just explain exactly how the conversion works, so it's effortless to use whichever system you're using. And if you want just the 5e version, and you're confident you'll never want the upgraded version, you can get the old one there. If we have time, there's a... Wait a second. Yes. These are getting reprinted at 5.5e. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess we're doing them all. Okay, this is great. I had no idea. These were... we were talking about this just this morning, and we hadn't had it finalized. But yes, Wrath of the Kaiju is also getting a 5.5e reprint. Amazing. So they're all getting it done. Don't you worry about it, fellas. Fellas and ladies. But... Oh, man, I don't want to go. I keep thinking I gotta wrap it up, and I'm like, when I close this stream, I am not reopening the D&D Shorts YouTube channel for 2 months. And I don't want to leave. Oh my goodness. 5 years. Feel like Peter Parker in I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. Bloody hell. Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? We will be back very soon. And it's not a break. I know people are like, yo, you'll have a great time on break. It's not a break. My free time would be doing this anyway. This is what I love doing. So it won't be long. The second I can be back, I will be back. And this is good, because it makes it very clear to me that I don't want to retire anytime soon, because I don't want to be feeling like this. Oh. Well, thank you, everybody. What a month. What a 5 years. I hope that at some point in the future, I can repay you guys in some small way for everything you've done for me and my friends and my family. But I think the best way to do that right now is to just crack on with Mythosology. I think making sure that these people, these 18,218 people, get what they paid for, and it's amazing, and it's with them very quickly. And yeah, I'm definitely making the right choice. Feels sad now, but it's the right choice. But yeah, we got some emotional music in the background too. Yeah, that's hitting me up. Okay, everybody. I guess that'll be it then. You're the best. And I'll see you all as soon as I can. In June, right? In June. I'll probably do a community post at some point as well. And I have a video coming out in May. It's already scheduled. So, you know, I won't really be here, but it'll be like I am. You can imagine. Okay, I'll see you later, everybody. You're amazing. Thank you for everything. And yeah, it won't be long. And if you really, you know, Discord, I'm still on Discord and I'm still on Patreon, so don't worry about the Patreon stuff. Thank you. Okay, in a bit, everybody.